Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week 3 of 2022 Lenovo Legion Rise of, Legion of Valkyries. I got that confused. It's a very similar name, okay? And I'm Digital Cast, of course, with me, Nade and Connie. And yes, tonight it's gonna be 3 of us here on the desk for you for the semi-finals of this series, and it's gonna be Team Yep versus Clefairy Crew. Now, girls, how are you doing first off?
Nada, you wanna go ahead?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty excited. I haven't casted in quite a while, and I'm so happy to be casting for like all girls teams as well. This will be my first time, so I'm really excited to cast a game like this. What about you, Connie?
Yeah, first time working with you, so yeah, I'm really excited to see these teams back this week since we missed them last week. And yeah, this is definitely the game to watch, I believe, in this cup tonight. We'll see who comes out on top. It's going to be on Icebox with Bethany's team, Team Yep, starting on the defending side. Any thoughts?
Well, hello, girls. To tell you the truth, right, we had some initial scuffles earlier with, who was it? Clefairy Crew getting eliminated in the 14-12 overtime game, but one of the teams, unfortunately, they had to get dropped out due to other reasons.
Rules. Yeah.
But yeah, look, it's good to have these two powerhouses of sorts back into this, but just to say the least, right, I think tonight's going to be a bit of an interesting matchup because last week's champions, unfortunate, they're already waiting in the grand final slot for this next team, and we all know that last year, for most of the year, Clefairy Crew, this lineup of players, for the most part, they were our most consistent champions. But however, tonight, against Yep, I hope they're up to the task, to say the least. What do you feel about this, Connie?
Well, it's been like 2 weeks since they've played each other, right? So I believe like 2 weeks ago, so not last week, the week before.
Yeah.
Emmy's team, so Clefairy Crew did beat out Team Yep.
Okay.
I can't remember what the score was. I think it was like probably 13 to like 11 or 10, I think it was.
Right. Okay, and you think it'll be a similar situation tonight as well?
Yeah, I think so. Except I do believe Riv is standing in for Team Yap, so they're a little bit different lineup. Same with Clefairy Crew as well. I think I can't exactly remember the lineups completely. I'm not sure if Sandra was playing 2 weeks ago. Might be someone else. Oh yeah, Zara was playing. Zara was playing 2 weeks ago. I remember.
Right. Well, maybe it's a good thing that she's not on because when the going gets tough and it's late at night, man, she kind of bombs out. Just saying a bit. But hey, look, Nate, who is your prediction on tonight between these two teams?
Oh, that's gonna be so hard because I do know that there are some really cracked girls on both teams and some familiar names as well. But I do have my eye in particular on Bethany. I've heard so many good things about how cracked she is and how good she is at the game.
Yeah.
But other than Bethany, were there any other standout players on this lineup to you guys?
Well, hey, Connie, I think we can both agree. Emmy, she's a bit of a hot streak, isn't she? But
yeah,
I think the main secret, I'll say this early, right, is if they can actually upset the mental game of Clefairy Crew, then I think that Yep has a solid chance of winning this game. Because Clefairy Crew, their MO is to just, go hard, go strong, go fast. But however, when things start to not go their way, it goes downhill really quickly.
Look, actually, I just noticed Mish just joined the coaching slot for Clefairy Crew, and she was also playing, I believe, 2 weeks ago as well. I know we know that Emmy's a really strong fragger for that team, but you guys need to watch out for Tokyo because I do believe she plays that duelist role, and she can put up a lot of frags as well. So watch out for her.
All right, I do believe you. Hey, look, in that case, then, I think the girls are ready. Then let's just start. And look, I didn't even know that was Mish in the coach slot because she joined and her name's Poo Poo. I don't know, but in my opinion, that don't sound like Mish to me. But hey, look.
No, she has so many smurfs.
Finally, we're into Agent Pixelect, so let's have a quick, breakdown of what agents we have. And yeah, we didn't mention as well, the veto does come down to Icebox, which, I don't know about you girls, I like this map. I like the changes to it.
Yeah, me too. I love the changes. So many, all parts of the map. A site, B site, middle has also been changed. So with the rework of the smokes, I don't think people are playing Viper on this map anymore.
Hey, well, speak for yourself. I still think she's really viable. Nate, what about you? Anything stand out to you in these picks? Oh my god.
Oh, I see that they're all using Brimmy Stimmy instead of Viper, just like Connie predicted, which I've seen a lot as well. But I've also, like you talked about the new changes on Icebox and how you guys really liked it. But maybe I'm just the lesser player, but I'm struggling to get used to the changes on A, if I'm going to be completely honest.
Wait, like, didn't A just change pipes and the box on site was a little bit more
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the yellow box really changed a lot.
Oh, yeah?
Like in terms
Okay.
of playing like post plant.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm completely confused now on like what I'm supposed to be holding, and I have to kind of redo my thought process if there is a thought process in terms
That's
of
fair.
holding the post plant.
But hey,
there.
look, 10 seconds left, right? And no one's actually locked in that much. It's only Emmy, the instant lock Neon. I think she's gonna be with the laser fingers gonna run around eventually. But I'm not gonna lie, I like this composition coming out of the defense team Yep there. Viper still gonna be played as opposed to Rainbow Bunny on Brimstone, which is quite a different take because I understand she usually plays Sova.
Sova.
Yeah.
I guess Sandra is also known to be a Sova player as well, but this time they've kind of switched it up and decided to go with a KO,
Yeah.
I believe, which is also, you know, same role, initiator role, info as well, and flashbangs as well. So that's your, I guess, your initiator there. No flashes on the side of the defending side, I believe. Yeah, no flashes.
No flashes. Well, let's pray they won't need them because, look, the defense, they're going to be starting off, well, obviously on the defense first off. The retakes, I hope it doesn't come in too difficult, but really, eyes really are all on the attackers right now, Clefairy crew. Their roster, this lineup, it's looking pretty stacked for the attack, you know. You got one initiator who basically has flashes and two fast as hell duelists. Nate, I don't know about you, but this is going to be hectic.
Oh, I'm really excited to see how it goes, especially seeing how Emmy, as you mentioned before, how she's someone to watch. Emmy on the Neon, you said you expected a lot of frags from her, and I want to see how a good Neon is played in this type of environment.
Perhaps.
Because in my elo, it's pretty rough.
Well, hello, camera controls handed over to Crash OBS. Once again, just a cheeky plug. And now look at them, they're already going fast in this round. Emmy going to run through her walls and Riv, however, she's up close, point blank. Trying to land a few shots and go. Riv strikes first, Bethany strikes second. Emmy and Tokyo, the two big fraggers, as Cody mentioned, are gone and out for the count. The Brimmy Stimmy comes the gas onto the site. Shots being exchanged, shots being missed, but Spike 2 go down for Osacat because of the 3v5 post-spawn situation. This retake should be smooth.
The defenders now looking to get the retake here. They are able to tap onto the spike, but again, being able to hold from yellow box has proven to be difficult. Rosa just dashes in and finishes off Osacat, just like Digital predicted. Pretty easy retake from the defending team here.
That was quite a quick pistol. They just rushed into mid under the tube. Didn't work out with the Neon, the wall. And they couldn't find the frags in middle. I think Riv was positioned well to, I guess, shoot them in the back. And also Bethany came around to help from the kitchen opening there. And it was a bit disjointed with the mid players all eliminated. You know, they're only coming from one side. So, you know, easy 5v3 retake and into the... Ooh, actually, is this a force buy? No, just aim with a
really.
SMG.
Oh yeah, you know, it's Emmy's signature. Okay, the wall again, and Riv knows better this time. But Emmy's signature, just get in there and just start popping hits. But if she's the first to go down, hate to say it, Clefairy crew, they may struggle a little bit in the early round. Aggression, Rosa, one sprays down, long range, and Emmy strikes right back. They have a front around the corner, in the Stimmy, Brimmy, they get two, the Brimmy Stimmy, sorry. And Bethany, last but also trying to hold it down, and Tokyo gets that frag easy. Emmy, let's go a bit deeper. Spike goes down, and that's a retake is gonna be rough.
Oh, it looks like Riv it might be pushing into the smoke here. A little bit of a precarious situation, and Sandra takes down Riv, trying to play aggressively there. And Rainbow Bunny finishes Lani off with a classic as well. And it's a thrifty round for the attacker side.
Oh, that's rough.
It was a thrifty, just off the back of one SMG. In Emmy with the wall in mid to deny information to kind of like, you know, throw a bit of a fake, like they're running down under the tube again. You know, just creating some space there, and she just uses her other ability to just sprint back towards A and just aggress. They didn't care about the Sage Wall, they got both the entries as well. So, yeah, 1-1. Classic AU tactical FPS score.
Yeah, it's rough, isn't it? But I really do think that the Brimmy Stimmy made a slight difference there, how they allowed them to break the wall so quickly. Emmy again going down fast. The Guardian not quite looking the right way. But she sharpens attack, though, spraying around, still gets one kill. Tokyo, thankfully, was there to back him up by Riv. You gotta start shooting, Riv! Emmy dashes to safety! And what a fantastic flash for the Spectre! It's kind of nerfed to the ground. It was a bit messy. But they got the kill at the end. Now the defense, one on either side, so far away from each other. Bob, the moment she swings it, she's done for. Emmy was just a bait to secure the intel. And now Bob trying to run for the hills. I think it's gonna go her way. Getting isolated. That's a one hell of a right click. takes down Emmy,
remaining.
but Sandra, run and gun, the drive-by shootout, all down to Laney, 1v3.
Spike
Ooh, and
planted.
it's looking like a grim retake from Lani here. She does have a Spectre, but she's against 3 more. She is suppressed as well, and she's walled off. It's looking like a hard time for her. I'm not sure how she's going to be able to clutch this. They're just sending out all of their util on top of her head. She pushes into the molly and is finished off by Tokyo.
I'm guessing Yep need to figure a way how to deal with the very quick aggression off the gates. As you see there, Amy just pushed through into mid without a care. Obviously superior weapons, but still, you know, I think she's going to continue her streak on, you know, just rushing into the spaces. So, yeah, Yep better, you know, find a solution to that, or, you know, they're going to get run over.
Yeah, look, I reckon maybe... Look, Chamber, he's great, don't get me wrong. I don't think he's quite that kind of hard lockdown sense you're kind of expecting in the traditional sense, but Rosa, there's the aggression. There's 2 ways you can do this. Either play retake or you go for the early pick to favor you. And Tokyo, what are you doing? Dash into wall. Rosa hits that any day of the week. And now the attackers, I mean, there's the bonus round, so looking to just do some damage. Bob, you gotta be careful. Nearly getting your head taken off by Emmy. And now, looks like the attackers still want to commit to A, nay?
Oh, and it looks like Emmy's just peeking over on top of Ness, but Cat finishes off Bob, and Rosa peeks aggressively twice, and it works out for her twice as well. She dashes away from the molly, but Emmy seems to be chasing after her. Rosa has been stunned, and Emmy takes her down. Emmy takes Bethany down as well, and she looks at Lani, but she's just looking a little bit too far above her, and Lani is able to finish Emmy off, taking another round for the defender side.
My goodness, that shouldn't have came down to a 1v1, but as I mentioned, you know, Yep had to find a solution, and the solution was probably Rosa getting aggressive, getting a very early pick and falling off. I think she secured 3 kills that round, but my lord,
4.
the ending got me on the edge of my seat, because Emmy 1v3, 2 kills, and yeah, that was close. The last frag was, you know, could have went her way as well, but unfortunately not. So now we're all tied up.
It's like Emmy, she jumped the gun just a little bit too much there, making too much noise. But look, Rosa last week, didn't she like basically 30 bomb on 2 maps? And looking to see another reenactment of that. Although this time, Rosa, I don't know, Emmy's just right under her nose. No one's just heard her even come here. But Emmy! You gotta get the skill. Yeah, but... Oh, God, that's just rough. But she dashes right into the ground. There's a Riv. That's an easy kill because it's punished any of the week. But look, it's a mad chaos in the comms right now for the Clefairy crew. They think it's A to rotate, but no, they have to come back to B. It's just chaos. Finally, spikes are going down, but it's a bit of an on angle, and landing. What a fantastic spray down! Lands 2, but Hammer has a knife out, pants down, and the attackers, they regain control. Rosa,
Here.
around the corner,
Player
and some
standing.
separate trade all down to Sandra to clutch it out.
Ooh, Sandra is able to get the plant down, but Rosa finishes them off straight away, peeking aggressively again. Looks like the aggressive jet is working for Rosa so far. And that's yet another round for the defender-sided team.
Yeah, wow. I mean, well, she finds the initial pick, but thank goodness she ran into Riv and she's traded out. And that was crazy. That wall, Rainbow Bunny got walled over. The Sage wall, and Lainey didn't expect her to be there. But amazing spray down there by Lainey to, I guess, drop the spike and allow her team to rotate, and it was just a easy retake for the last 2 members of Yep.
Look, you know, like that play by Lainey, that was a huge start on the retake. Just getting those 2 frags, bringing it down to 1v3, I think it was. That was basically done deal on the round. And now look, the Fairy crew, it's their turn to kind of have a mediocre buy, and they didn't break the darts. That's so much intel. And then the wall comes up. Bethany trying to spray bullets down range. Tokyo dashes onto the side, but it's a huge crossfire. He's getting pinched in. Oh, it's chaos, Emmy. You have the laser fingers, and now she's all on her own. 1v3, got 1 kill, and that thing is still just recharging. Puts it away for the time being. Wants some silence to play with. Still carrying the spike. What was she trying to do there? Maybe faking the dash, but I don't quite know where she is. And sooner or later, her ult's going to run out, and she will lose the aggression. This is almost impossible to do. They're all just hovering around. That was a challenge, Emmy. Last time she had that 1v3 and made it look almost easy, but finally she's forced to make the move, and Bethany just in kitchen. waiting
Oh,
around.
no.
But yeah, Emmy looking to really hover over towards the A site.
30 seconds
But
left.
still though, she has to fend off 3 defenders, Nay.
Oh, now that it's a 1v3, she's just taking advantage over how they don't know exactly where she is. She's just checking all of her angles. Oh, but Rosa does spot her, takes her down to half HP, and then finishes her off as well. Oh, that was still winnable, even though it was Emmy in a 1v3, and you could tell that team Yep was still respecting her even as she was hiding, since they didn't know her position.
No, they just allowed her to walk around there. For that execute, I think splitting B is great, that strategy, but it needs to be well coordinated, where I reckon a smoke into that kitchen opening could be the difference between pinching the players that play inside of B side, because at the moment they're getting bogged down by that kitchen position.
Get out of my way!
Yeah, sometimes it is rough, you know, and you gotta learn and you gotta adapt. But this time, looks like the attackers are gonna go really aping into the A site. The KO ultimate, no command, 2 bursts. Rosa trying to track, can't get it done. Nice fake out, but however they push on the site individually, tip for attack trades, and Bethany does get 1 kill back, but overall site's been taken, and this is looking to be a really doable post-mine situation. Although Emmy from up above is in positioning known and gets taken down by a Riv.
Once again, Riv dances around the smokes and is able to get a pick because of it. Bethany, pushing up over in heaven, is able to take down Rainbow Bunny, although in a precarious angle.
Last player standing.
Riv peeks aggressively into the attackers and is taken down, seeing 2 people at the same time. Bethany on 70 HP left in a 1v3 situation, trying to get the retake, but it's going to be difficult. And Tokyo finishes Bethany off as well.
Yeah, difficult or almost undoable, I'll be honest, at that point. Well, hey, it was a really good attempt at that round, and honestly, I like how the attackers, they just changed up the strategy a little bit. It worked out in their favor.
It did cost 2 ultimates though, so Jet Knives and also the KO ultimate. That's why Rosa couldn't dash out, so the Jet creating the first contact and then her team following up. Even though, you know, she took a lot of damage, you know, Rosa couldn't dash out because she was silenced by the KO. And that's when I think it just all falls apart on A side.
Yeah, well, when Jet loses her wings, her privilege, you basically go land those shots. Great fake out though by Clefairy crew. This time, Viper also over towards A, but the attackers, they don't care. They're gonna be running over towards B. Rumi, Simi, and Bethany rethinks the Aldro, otherwise Emmy might just push her. Sage will up, standard. Plan to go down. Bethany trying to lock it down a bit sooner, but no, Rainbow Bunny walks in deep. Rainbow Bunny doesn't go unpunished. Gets 2, spike down. Here comes the retake.
Ooh, Rosa's looking to be peeking over in yellow, but no one is quite there to peek her for it. Ooh, Emmy spots Bob, but Bob finishes Emmy off. Ooh, and Bob is able to get the res on Riv. They are able to break the wall, however, Sandra is able to finish off Riv, and Kat also brings a resurrection in, while also taking Bob down, and Lani as well. Huge round from Kat.
Oh, both reses expended there. However, tipping in the favor of Clefairy crew, obviously. Wow, the timing was just so bad for Bethany. It was just unfortunate as Rainbow Bunny just pushes past the B side and just peeking into mid there. Just get caught on the swapping to the owl drone. It was just so awkward. She gets both those entries there, even though they were playing retake, and it was just, you know, 2-man advantage from the start of the side take. So hard chance getting back in, even with the res.
Yeah, stuffing it. And a little bit of a stumble there, I'll admit, on the defense with just not being able to pull out, you know, the guns quickly enough. But regardless, this round though, very similar situation to what we saw a few rounds ago. Emmy just pump it down util. That's so many gelato scoops you see on your screen. And they're going deep as well. Look at that. Hunter's Fury. Emmy wants this. She feels it. Dashing right in front of the face. Oh, Bethany. What do? You get caught out in the open like that. And look how deep the attackers are. Spike gets planted. They're just going on an absolute farm at this point.
The attacker side have just pushed in so aggressively, and Team Clefairy just don't know what to do in this type of situation. They did not expect the attackers to be that aggressive, pulling back as well, and Emmy is just putting walls up and dashing all over the place. She goes back into the flank, and Bob in a little bit of a scary situation, dancing around the smoke there, but Rainbow Bunny is watching it, and she hits a clean headshot onto Bob there. Riv down to 14 HP, 1v5 situation with a classic.
Oh, she does have a headhunter. She can try. Don't think it'll happen though.
Okay.
Can you imagine? Nah. This is what I mean. Last week for the new icebox, this is the strategy I was talking about. So they walled vertically and just pushed in a spawn. That's the kind of strategy I want to see on this map. So it's different to playing it from the old map where you know you'd wall diagonally into like danger to cut off the spawn peak and stuff. But this site has been pushed in a little bit with the new changes. So I love that little strat there by Clefairy crew to push deep into spawn.
Look, I still think it's a slight issue with the defense early round coming out from Yep right now. They're just not getting much value out of aggression, although this might be a difference maker in this round. Rosa, there's a glowing vandal for one, looking for more, and from up above, she strikes, gets two. Assassin critting them. Rosa, damn it, trying to land the third above. Raymond Bunny, I think she had the Stimmy Brimmy, and, well, Emmy, going down deeper as well. Spike soon to get planted, 3v3.
Pussycat is able to get the plant down while Emmy holds over in Snowman, hoping for the push out from Bethany, but Bethany predicts it, spots her, and finishes her off. Pussycat able to take down Riv, catches Bethany in the middle of her Aldrin, but Bethany is able to cancel it and finish Pussycat off for the trade. Now it's just up to Rainbow Bunny, but she pushes out of the smoke aggressively, and Bob punishes her for it. And that's another round for the defending team.
This is a pretty close game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Back and forth, actually, just trading rounds. Oh, not exactly trading rounds, but they've just secured their first one after losing the previous three. I thought, Bethany was going to get caught off guard with Emmy pushed up so aggressively. Thank goodness she was checking her angles. And happened the timing, if you saw, our observer caught that Emmy was pinging elsewhere, so she wasn't aiming properly. And that gave Bethany the opportunity to, take up that position and make it easier for the retake.
The funny thing is, right, the thing about Crash is that sometimes he catches most of these kills. Sometimes he may not catch the crazy util because the camera messes up, but he will always catch those whiff moments from you. And that's just sad to see, to say the least. But, hey, look, really gritting my Tokyo. Riv trying the best in the emergency TP to get the hell out of dodge. And it looks like, once again, Clefairy crew, they won't just be pounding this B site. Emmy is starting to get a little bit aware of her tactics now, and she's getting punished early round. And things have not gone well when Emmy goes down early, and a flawless round to come out just like that. Spike doesn't even get planted.
No, it doesn't. This time, even with Riv missing so many shots, they couldn't get enough ground on B site. They got tagged up through B main, and everyone's already rotated at that point. It's pretty become predictable in that sense, because they've just been hitting B the last, how many rounds? At least 5 rounds, I believe. All right.
Do it again. Hey,
just do it again until it doesn't work. Yeah.
Oh, but nay, look at this. The ultimates heavily favor the attackers this time, though. Ultimates back online for Osacat. Rainbow Bunny back on the orbital strike. Let's see what happens. That's a sharp shot by Riv, though.
Ooh, Emmy doing something a little different. Pushing up tube this time. Potentially might be catching Bethany unawares here. Oh, but they are spotted by the chamber slow. Emmy is backing off. Spots Rosa. Finishes her off. And she also leaves from tube as well. This time, the attacker is looking to rotate over onto A here. The first time they'll be rotating in a while, actually.
Bob.
And Bob hears all of them. It's a stampede. Ooh, Rainbow Bunny walks into her crosshair, but Sandra is able to get the trade. Cat able to get the res. Oh, you hate to see it. Now the attackers pretty much have A side. Emmy rushing onto there aggressively.
Take flight.
Bethany sends out an Aldrin, trying to get a grasp of the situation over on A side. Emmy pushing the smoke aggressively, might be catching Lani, shoots her on the side of the head. They're just so aggressive no matter what. Oh, Rainbow Bunny able to take down Riv with orbital strike. And it looks like it's just Bethany, 1v4 situation. Ooh, is blinded, but is able to take down Sandra nonetheless. That's insane, but Emmy pops an ult for the last person?
Well,
okay.
Last round of the half, and
last round.
Oh my god, it's brutal. How do you even counter that? Emmy didn't know that she was stunned initially. Fair enough. But then again, you turn around and then...
It's such a meme, to be honest. I don't know.
You guys have seen Star Wars, right?
Yeah. I don't remember much of it, to be honest.
Unlimited power! No? Episode 3? Fine. Maybe
Half
I'm
couldn't
old.
be... Sorry, half couldn't be even any more closer. It's 6 apiece, so... I don't know. How's the second half going to play out? I think the pistol's going to be very important, especially if you want to get ahead.
Yep. That and the fact that I think that Clefairy crew, their composition probably favored the attack more. Well, the thing is how they just rushed in every single round, and it was a bit of a toss-up some rounds. This time though, on defense, I don't know. On the flip side though, I feel the composition for Yep, it's much more suited for both sides.
Ooh,
Yeah,
and
I
I do want
agree.
to see how Emmy does play on the defense. I'm not too sure how Neon is played defensively in these types of situations.
You
So
kill.
that is what I want to see here. Just
What
kill
is
them.
the standoff though? Look at this, Nate. Neither team's moving. They're not even out of the spawn yet.
No, I mean Spike is still in spawn, just chilling in spawn actually, and oh okay, Tokyo will
Oh.
spot Rosa first though. We should just back off then.
Looks like looks like Team Clefairy, Team Yep, we're just so used to the other team playing so aggressively that they seem to be applying that strategy here, even though they are on the attacker side this time.
Oh dear, this B-side take looks to not be underway. Maybe they're just trying to bait a few rotations. It came really deep and close though. Just getting the hell out of dodge, Riv. Oh no, Sandra won't see this
30
coming away.
seconds
Riv, easy, taps her once. Oh, nearly choked that one live, but Tokyo's around the corner. Should be able to get the shot. No, Tokyo, you're missing as well. 3 bullets left in the Sheriff, and Riv looking for a heal. Emmy runs right in there and gets punished. What are you doing, girl? You can't play attack on defense. Tokyo, don't miss the second time round. Okay, nice shot onto Rosa. Has to reload though. They can't quite get the trade out. Tokyo, a master of movement. Through the wall is what it takes. And tapping away slowly to get the kill. Now it's all down to Rainbow Bunny. 1v3, 2 smokes, and then Brimmy Stimmy. There is a world in which she does this. It's a pistol round, and the Brimmy Stimmy, by God, it is one hell of a force to be reckoned with.
Oh my goodness, Rainbow Gunny just taking down that wall. Oh, there's so many shots going into the Sage. It's able to finish her off, but Lani comes in with the trade with the classic. Oh my goodness, that standoff over in mid was insane.
No, I was actually worried because who was it? Rainbow Bunny was spotting B main, watching a long angle, and she was ready to smoke once she like spotted the first player. And they already run the clock down roughly down to a minute before they start moving into B. And I was so worried if they were gonna commit to B. Except the MVP of the round, Riv, she managed to claim space into mid, and she was basically the linchpin of that strategy of that fake into B and rotating back to A there, collecting like 3 kills on the rotation.
Yeah, a change of pace, I suppose it does kind of work out a little bit more. But in this round, though, I like this kind of an idea, but they are getting funneled over towards yellow. But superior weaponry, they shouldn't really have an issue in this round. And look, it's just Viper. I'm just telling you, she's still completely viable. Rip spots at the ponytail of Cat, claps her. Emmy with the classic pea shooter at that range, trying to get it back. Flexing the Radiant gun buddy as well, by the way. But you're going 6 to 7. Spike to go down safely. I don't know. These SMGs should break superior.
Ooh, and the attackers are able to get the spike down without any casualties so far. It's looking a little bit rough for the defenders team. They are walled off as well. And he just sends over a reconnaissance dart, and Tokyo gets a surprising pick onto Riv. And it's an absolute battle over in yellow, but the attacker side does come out on top.
Yeah, they do. Losing only 2 players, you know. I reckon that's the cutoff, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. You just want to keep at least 3 guns running to be able to like build up economy, because less than 3 means, you know, you're spending money into the round, and that's when the economy starts to decay.
Right here.
But into the bonus round we go. 2 rifles picked, oh actually no, 4 rifles across the defending side, and SMG for Cat actually. Sage util is expensive.
Launching smoke.
One of those things about Sage on this map, Icebox. I don't think you need it anymore, right, my buddy? You have a Vandal when you swing right in there. Icebox has changed now. That angle is dangerous. And already a rifle handed over into the deadly hands of Rosa. We know what happened last time Rosa hands, you know, a good gun in her hands, don't we, Connie?
Yeah, we know how capable she is with the rifle, and Riv just pops her 2 at a force there. Into the bonus.
I guess.
Yeah, so they all have guns now. Or sorta. They have 1 rifle and big sniper.
Hey, yo, skin check. That purple Spectre kind of banging, I won't lie.
Poison orb emitting.
Goodness, and after getting the pick onto Team Clefairy Crew's top fragger, they do seem to be backing off now, with most of them rotating over into A. Riv's bottom mid, spots Aussie Cat and takes them down. That's a clean shot from Riv there with the chamber ult.
They're whistling down the numbers. Viper ball goes up. Around the corner, it's only Tokyo. Has to land some nasty shots here. Whiffs! Oh, the spray and pray with the Spectre puts her to rest. Rosa through the smoke, catches her running away. And Riv still on lurk. Just landing easy shots. And Emmy, 1v5. All right, girls, place your bets. Can she do it? I don't know. This might be a bit beyond her.
Watch your kick. I'm joking. Look, they have to give some frags to her though to be able to get it, like lose the round for yep. But I don't. That's just too disciplined. I don't want to peek her. Except
Yeah, hey. Look at this. They're so patient.
yeah, no one's moving.
She's waiting for them to slip up and get aggressive, but they are not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it.
Here we go. AFK simulator. But they're all swinging the same angle. Whoa.
It's frags.
Emmy for
That's
one.
That's two.
I'm out of here.
See ya.
Alright, she's happy with two.
Alright. Not too bad. But I think that rifle dropped onto Bob. Yeah, saves the Vandal even going to this next round. Not gonna lie, Connie. Their economy's looking pretty good.
Yeah, no, those two. I mean, it's a bonus round. They managed to save 3 rifles, so it didn't matter if like the 2 players died on Yep there on their exits. And again, I think Rib with the lurk in mid, collecting 2 kills, is this MVP of the round again.
You know, I saw in the chat someone mentioned that Riv is a AWPer or a sniper. I'm like, damn, I guess so. She plays it really patiently. She lands some, I mean, not the hardest shots, but it's decent. Tokyo, body of more than she can chew. Emmy, they kind of have a good idea where she is. She's dashing on the open. Movement speed privilege.
Oh my goodness. Sandra with the Sheriff. Oh, Riv finishes off Rainbow Bunny as well over in mid. And looks like the attackers are happy with the picks that they've gotten. They're backing off again. Looks like that, like you said, Jill, they're just whittling them down before deciding to commit to a site. And now all the defenders are still over in A. And they're just moving on to B already. They got the smokes up. Oh, Bob is able to take down Emmy though.
Yeah, trying to get too aggressive. And you know, Connie, I think this is like we said in pregame, right? When things don't go wrong, don't go right, sorry, for Clefairy Crew, they start doing these individual plays and just, it doesn't pay off.
Possibly. I mean, this is something, they needed to change something, right? So they just took a chance on, you know, getting aggressive into A and didn't work out. And Yep was really prepared for it. So it's all up to Aussie Cat now. And Bethany who close it out for her team there. Now it's 10-6. It's running array. That's 4 rounds in a row on the attacking side.
Yeah. And you know the crazy thing is, right, last year, Clefairy Crew, they were our most consistent champions, right? Like, I wouldn't say
not
by
really.
far, but reasonable.
No, it's 50-50 between
Right
these
here.
2 teams, but
Right
I think Bethany's teams actually came out on. I don't know. It's too hard to say. I'm just gonna say it's 50-50.
Well, early on last year, but points is in this game though, Rosa, she's top fragging, yes, but she's not putting out a monstrous performance, and it's more of a much more balanced team game coming into this week.
Right here.
And I gotta say, they're leading comfortably.
Standing ahead.
Oh, and it looks like the attackers are pushing over onto mid this time. Rosa able to get a pick onto Emmy. And then once again, they get the pick, they back off. As soon as the defenders gather around that area, they think they're gonna find a fight, but the attackers just don't let them have it. Ooh, Tokyo pushes out, able to get the pick onto Bethany. Spots Aussie Cat and, spots Bob and then backs away there.
How the hell was that a dink with a Vandal at that range? I mean, it's a bunch of the head hit.
Blocking sight.
Now they're swinging individually into Tokyo, and she's picking up these frags. I think it was good initially how we saw, Yep, basically show some aggression, get 1 kill, and back off, and because they're expecting an early push from the defense, always, right? This time, 3v4, Spike is down, and the defense, they do have a couple ultimates they can use in this retake.
Okay, so very early they're deciding to break the wall straight away and be able to have that angle against those holding into the post plant. Smokes do come down from the defender-sided team, able to possibly get the defuse over halfway. Oh, she's sticking it! She's sticking it on, but Rosa finishes her off, stops the stick, and Sandra gets the trade. They're on the spike again. They know it's probably halfway, and they just hold it, and defender side able to finish off. Oh my goodness. Pros don't fake.
Bit unlucky there. I don't think the snake bites did enough, obviously, for the post plant especially because it was halved by, I believe, Rainbow Bunny.
Yes.
Great work by Rosa to, finish her off and prevent the full defuse. But then, I think it was Lainey or Bob emptied a whole clip into like spraying the smoke on this person who's defusing, and unfortunately did not connect any bullets there.
Yeah. They were fragile, right? Because like one shot would have ended them.
Yeah, because they're in the snake bite.
Oh dear. 134 damage, by the way, if you're healthy in a snake bite. 5.5 seconds. They kind of nerfed it a little bit. Kind of sad, but I do accept the vulnerability. Oh, look at that. Sponsored the shield rip, but Tokyo can't get anything done. Use so much util, got very little out of it. Null command being popped by Sandra just to prevent the push from coming. And this is what I like about Yep, they're so good at this. They don't have to aggress. They just base out the util and just get the hell away. They back off.
Oh, but this time they do have Aussie Cat watching it, but it doesn't matter because Rosa just flicks straight onto her head. Oh my goodness, surely the defender side team realizes now that they were rotating. Oh, but like always, they get the kill and they just run in the opposite direction. They're just like, yep, we got the kill, we're out. We did what we need to do, we're here. And now they are hitting A again, this time when now there's only Tokyo there.
This is ambitious.
They're just playing numbers all the time. Tokyo is pushing up aggressively though. Stop the plant. Isn't able to dash away. Rosa just finishes her off. Just good for one there. Emmy picks up a gun. She does pull off Neon ult.
30 seconds left.
He's trying her best though. Runs right in there. Amazing.
Fine Sage.
That's good. It's brutal. Rosa has the glowy vandal trying to get some kills. And the double swing, the communication that's on points from Yep right now. And this is match point, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no. One off match point, sorry, but I thought there was the miscommunication. Tokyo had a play there on the planter and Rosa not looking the right way. If she went for Rosa first and then the planter, she definitely would have secured 2 kills there. But it's so hard to always, make that decision on who to kill first. But yeah, great mid-round calling by Yep there to just slow it down after the initial pick and just, figure out where they want to commit to before diving head first.
That's rough. But it's still a man of advantage. Well, not really. They got traded, but still guns do favor. Yep. However, the frags go the way of defense. And Rainbow Bunny, fantastic shot. Good crosshair placement across the board. Easy clap. But there is the res, though, and the attackers, they bring one girl back. And they wall up as well, just for good measure. It could be free guns potentially down the angle, but all the defenders have rotated over towards B. A site is free for the taking.
Ooh, but Bob is sticking behind.
No way.
Ah.
He tried. I won't lie.
Welcome to my world.
Oh, Viper's Pit does come down.
And it's so smart, Bethany. She got the orb and even the plant. That's ultimate guaranteed. 2v4, that pit is a huge win condition, isn't it, Connie?
Yeah, no. All the defenders are running through, flank as well. So if Bethany secures spawn control, this could work out in their favor.
Molly.
The only problem is what gun does Lainey have? It's messy. It's brutal. And now the Viper's gone. Bethany.
Bethany takes 2 down with the plant and finishes Tokyo off as well. Bethany going huge that round.
Oh
That's a 2v4! That's a 2v4!
Oh.
Holy shit! She didn't even need to use her ult. They just lined up for her. Amazing. Like, to invest that Viper's Pit, even though they didn't get the value out of it because Lainey died quite early with the defending team just rushing her down, Bethany just holding her nerve and just spraying everybody down there. It was like they didn't know where she was.
Yep.
It was just a bit of chaos and I think franticness by the defending team.
And the craziest thing, Bethany, she's got a third of her kills in that one single round. 8 to 12. Oh my lordy. This round though, 5-man stack over towards B. They're calling the rotations fast, and this is a promising round for them. The buy for the defense is pretty poor. Trying. Bob going in deep though, and she bit off more than she could chew. The same is out on the equation. Spike however does go down.
Rosa is holding over in yellow, is slowed down by the Sage. She just dashes out away from the stun and the slow. Emmy's just sitting in it. Oh, Lani and Rainbow Bunny have a quick kiss in the smoke, but Lani finishes Rainbow Bunny off. Ooh. Silver ult does come down, trying to get them off the plant. And, oh, Lani dances around Emmy's shots, and it's just chaos, and defenders have just stuck the defuse again, and that gave them another round.
I'm not sure. Did the snakebite miss there? Because I'm pretty sure, like, Lainey just, like, she's fired it, like, onto the spike, I think, but I'm not sure if it's spread, because... Or if it was the nerf, for example, because snakebite did get nerfed from 6.5 seconds down to 5.5 seconds.
Yeah. Look,
and
that was just chaos. Too many smokes,
yeah, it was.
And I think it was a really good job on Emmy and Ramavani to really buy time and throw the bodies just into the smokes and just create this kind of this human flesh wall to just prevent the attackers from either shooting the diffuser or getting too deep on. Oh, Riv though on the famous look, Emmy point blank with the stinger, and none of the bullets land. Oh, that's disaster. She's crying, and the defense then once again on the back foot.
Riv does pop the chamber ult here. Bethany sending over Aldrin to get some information over on A side. Doesn't quite spot any of the defenders. And attackers already have that side. We are at match point. Defenders are gonna have to play the free take here. Orbital strike does come down, but the spike has already been planted. Rosa able to take down Osicat from an aggressive position. Oh, this might be it. This might be game. And Riv finishes Rainbow Bunny off with a flank.
13-8. What a play. Again, I think Riv creating the space for them to get into A site there. And Rosa with the aggressive, like, you know, post-plant position. They did lower the A site, you know, the screen side, the doorway into screens. So then you can't shoot people in the legs. So you have to actually commit into the on top of screens. But what a performance by Rosa. 28 kills, 7 first bloods. Also Riv as well. I have to you know, give good, like, big mention to her because she was opening the rounds for Yep as well. As you can see, 6 first bloods for her. And pretty consistent for the rest of the team. Lainey, Bob, and Bethany as well, contributing equally.
Absolutely. And, you know, I think this game, it was really just a test of teams, I think, and compositions to an extent. We saw how one composition which favored aggression more a little bit. They played really, you know, fast and hard and dirty on the attack side, and they racked up most of the rounds there. But however, on defense, they started to struggle a little bit. The utility doesn't quite pay off, you know. It doesn't really last very long, their util, and they kind of really have to just get the kills, which more often than not, it just didn't flow their way. And the more rounded composition, and along with Rosa, once again, damn near 30 bombing in this game, really helps, I think. Yep, pushed them over the line.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I definitely was also curious to see how potentially Neon would have to play on that defense. And like you said, Digital, you would just have to get the kills, but in that situation, it was just too hard. And the amount of power and dominance that Riv had, especially controlling mid when they're on attacker side, that was really, really huge for their team as well.
Yeah, Megaluric's great plays from all the players, actually. They all had individual moments. Bob, kind of there for more support. I mean, she had the heals and the reses. It's really important. Bethany, big round there with the 4K. Lainey, huge round, I think, on defense. Riv as well. Permalurk, great frags. And Rosa, just doing what Rosa does. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the semifinals done and dusted. So we will be seeing Yep playing against Unfortunate in the grand finals of the 2022 Lenovo Legion, the Legion of Valkyries Week 3. After this short break, don't go away. We will be returning. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience because now we're in the grand finals of the 2022 Lenovo Legion of Valkyries Week 3 games. Well, it is going to be your crowd favorites, of course. Yep versus Unfortunate. Now, last week, Unfortunate, they were our champions and they played very convincingly. Connie, you were there. Tell me how you feel about this one.
Well, last week, Rosa was subbing in for Team Unfortunate, and they crushed the grand finals with Rosa dropping, I think, 32 frags on both maps in a best-of-3 series. This time they don't have Rosa. They're playing against Rosa this time, so this is going to be quite interesting.
Yeah, perhaps. Well, what about you, Nate? Because, you know, I think it's one of those things that when you play with the team, maybe they know your playstyles, they know how you call, but this time they're playing against them.
Oh, I feel like that's going to be, like, a huge advantage for Team Yep. Rose is going to know how they play, like the kind of strats that they have potentially as well. I don't know how that's supposed to work out. And knowing how strong of a player Rosa is after that last game, not having Rosa on your team anymore and having to play against her is such a huge blow, I feel. Do you guys know who replaced her now for Team Unfortunate?
I am not sure.
Cartier.
I do recognize Boba Ivy. Selena is there. Also Hazel. I think, Cartier and Makima. I'm not sure. I think it's one of those two. So I think there might be a second person missing from the original Unfortunate lineup, I think. But my memory's pretty bad. So, yeah.
Okay, so we're looking to have had some serious rearrangements done to Team Unfortunate, which is unfortunate, but who knows? They might be able to whip something magical out. Maybe they're able to somehow understand how Rosa plays, potentially, and be able to play into that as well. Goes both ways.
You know, and obviously we have these quarterly team shuffles, but however, in Legion of Valkyries, it's the weekly team shuffles. They're like, someone, yeah, dump them, get out of here. But now, look, teams are ready, and just quickly to mention the map vetoes, right? We are going to be on... I was just reading it a second ago. Yes, right. My bad. Joking a little bit here. Ascent, Icebox, Bind. That's our 3 maps for the grand finals, of course.
Okay.
And, you know, winner, they'll be taking home $150 ruse. It's pretty good cash. Well, girls, we're into the Agent Pick Select. Let's go into it.
Look, I expect the composition to be the same, like the team with this like similar roles. You know, Bethany on the Sova, Riv on the Sentinel, and I think Chamber's just been favoured more, I think in pro play over Killjoy, I believe. But this time Laney on Brimstone. Obviously Viper is not often picked on this map, but looks like Unfortunate are quite set on their lineup as well, just waiting for them to lock in. Did you want to talk about their picks, Nay?
Looks like so far we have Cartier already on the Reyna. Hazel's already on the Jet. Oh, and they do have... Oh, so we both have Brim on the smokes again from both sides of the team. But instead, we do have a Killjoy as the Sentinel instead of the Chamber.
Yeah, look, I think Killjoy is fine on Ascent. It's one of those closer range maps, and those mollies, they cover a lot of ground depending on how you play them defensively, right?
Yeah.
And the ultimate... It's a big ulti. Let's not be confused here. And Ascent's a pretty claustrophobic map, like I said. It's good to see the server must spec on both sides. Jet, I don't see anything wrong with that. And of course, yeah, that's when things go a little bit different on both sides here. You do have Cartier on the Reyna, which, I mean, for the most part, it's just a really basic pick. I don't really see any strong team chemistry or step plays behind it. But however, once again, on the team for Yep, though, this is promising. Riv on the Chamber. I like the pick. I like Chamber as part of the meta. Laney, the Brimmy Stimmy, small map, just running it in. You know, I'm telling you, it's the meta. That Stimmy is just filthy, disgusting to say the least. And the last pick being, what was actually, when we're looking, also another Reyna. My bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a bit confusing.
Look, I think in pro play, they usually run a double initiator, so usually you won't see that Reyna in the lineup composition. I think it's most likely a KO over a Sky, though, I believe. You know, the extra flash. Oh, sorry, not the extra flash, just flashes and also just the knife for info.
Yeah.
Because you already got an Aldrone on Sova already, so don't really need the dog. But here we are, stacked up on A main, ready to go out of the gates.
Right here.
Yeah, it's going to be dirty. Bob, let's see those nasty one taps. Only one heal to play with, though. Well, she's not even going to heal. She's going to have to dash, get the hell out of dodge. Spots down a few, and nah, she's out of there. Inside the smoke, Brimmy Stimmy. This is gonna be extremely fast.
Oh, defenders have already rotated though. Oh, Boba Ivy getting a pick onto Bob straight away, and it's just an absolute showdown. Attackers team able to take down 3.
Last player
but
standing.
Selena just finishes Bethany off, and now it's just up to Rosa already.
It's a rough spot to be in, isn't it? 1v3. But however, it's a pistol round. As long as she can tap heads, she may have a way out of this. Isolate the duels. Easy said than done, of course. The alarm bot rose up for 1, and the alarm bot does not kick in. You don't have to destroy it, girl. Nice smoke. Spots out 2. Locations confirmed. But however, focuses on the wrong target. Selena swings, gets the kill. Well, Lord Connie, we said it, right? That super fast Brimmy Stimmy just ints out of A main. I'm telling you, that piece of util is going to be key in this meta.
Yeah, I feel like Reyna was just too aggressive there, right? So she just pretty much got overrun, pushed out of sight. Except, I feel like Yep was just unnecessary aggressive. They could have just waited out the smokes there, but there was 2 players pushing out through door. 1 player pushing out through door and 1 player pushing out through heaven. Just, you know, fighting in the open, and they only got, I think, 1 kill each, and that just wasn't enough for the retake.
No, absolutely not. This round, though, a little bit of a different change of pace. Mid-control is the name of the game. And the defense just trying to piece it all together. Okay, they've sponsored out quite a few players. Bethany, be careful. You may lose your head when you jump up. Rosa in a bit of a one-and-done spot, unless you can dash out that door with supreme accuracy. Cartier around the corner. Looks the wrong way, though. Rosa misses the shots. It's a bit of a crossfire. And Cartier gets the first kill. Makima is there to back her up. Hazel picks one onto lane across the map. And Riv, I mean, she didn't really stand any, like, ground at all. All down to Bob.
Oh my goodness, all down to Bob. 1v5 situation, holding on to a classic.
Spike
Bob
planted.
was on Sage in the last game, now onto the Reyna. I don't know how they're going to win this one. There is Selena holding it over in the market. They have the Reyna baiting for her, and Selena just pushes out aggressively, finishes Bob off. A clean round for the attacker side, who were able to get the buy that time.
Like, solid round there. I thought Cartier was going to get punished for not clearing that passive angle that Rosa was sitting in with a frenzy, but it kind of worked out in her favor, and like Rosa gives away her position, and it collapses from there, I believe. Obviously, unfortunate with the superior weapons, but now we're going to move into the bonus round. Again, we're stacked up onto A, favoring the A execute here.
Yeah, the defense, however, it's going a 5 stack of animals, and Bob, deja vu, similar position, but this time there's an Elder and push her off the angle. She gets tags by it, and yet we'll have to run to safety. And you can only see the Brim Molly already lying in wait. Dipping gets out, but Boba Ivy, maybe it was just a little bit wasted. It does last for a while though, but they have to wait out the util. The rotation's already here, early flanks as well, mid-control. Despite the defense, you know, having a bit of a rough spot in early rounds. It should be good. And Hazel just dashes right into a bullet. It's a bit of a tit-for-tat trade. And the defense just pick up all the frags. The attackers can't get anything done.
Goodness, looks like Team Unfortunate is looking out to rotate, but Riv is holding that flank. She does a decent amount of damage to Selena, but they do know that Riv is there now. Sending over the Silver Shock darts, but Rosa is also watching that crossfire. She takes down Makima and Cartier while Riv finishes off Selena. A perfect hold from the flank there.
Yeah, this time execute not working out for Team Unfortunate there. Especially with Bob spraying down at 1 player, they were like, nah, we can't get in there, especially, you know, pushing through a smoke. And, you know, Riv smartly backs out knowing that they're not on site yet and just containing them into A main. As I mentioned last week, I think they do lack a lurker on the Unfortunate side, where they basically kind of create space on the other side of the map. And again, that allowed Riv to push in and contain them in A main.
You know, but there is one slight difference though. Unfortunate, they have a team coach, and last week I like to say it made a pretty big difference. You know, it really helped them calm down a little bit and just rethink certain strats. It helped their adaptability really fast in between rounds.
Standing ahead.
And I like to think it's the same thing this week though. Similar strats, mid control before they work the extremities. Wow, that's a shot to get onto Boba Ivy, and that's a smoker dead and out for the count as well.
Ooh, Hazel is looking aggressively into tree though, but Lonnie and Bethany aren't quite picking into it just yet. They do send out the Aldrone over onto mid. They might spot Rosa here. She smokes them off. She is spotted. They do know where she is now. Ooh, but Lonnie takes down Hazel. Hazel just not quite able to check that angle, but Makima is able to get the trade. They have pushed onto A side, but they don't realize that Bob is still there. But she does flash, and her position gets caught out, and Cartier finishes her off.
It was a really good call by the teammates to really call it that Bob was hiding behind main, and she was caught out in the open. Didn't realize someone had already pushed up really close.
You should run.
But now 3v3 post plant, and they used the Killjoy lockdown this early on. Riv maybe trying to destroy it. Can't here with the punish. Rosa might have to back off here, and Bethany as well. I think this is the round maybe where they call it, because they're wasting time. It's 10 seconds, and the spike is just ticking away steadily. Already in its last phase now, approaching it. And there's still 3 players to deal with. It's going to be almost impossible. Bethany gets burned. Long distance shot. Can't win it. Gets to Selena. All down to Rosa. Just run, girl. You go for one. Maybe do some damage. Misses the spraying down onto Cartier. Draws around her silhouette. And that's the 3rd round on the board for the attackers.
I thought with the initial loss of a player, unfortunately it's going to buckle and kind of get bogged down by a 4v5 disadvantage. But, you know, 2 players on Yep. A bit over-aggressive, and 1 caught out with utility, and that just swings it back into their favor, right? Using the lockdown to secure the round as well, which I don't mind, because, you know, eventually you have to use it, you know? So, yeah, good round, but unfortunate to take out that gun round.
You know, right off the bat, we're seeing a much slower pace on this Ascent game compared to that previous versus Clefairy crew on Icebox. Riv in a bit of a rotation spot. I think she doesn't have her TP split down. Oh, I maybe can't see. No, she's sitting on it like an egg. Riv gets flashed to death though. Can't even TP to safety. Can't see with 1. Bethany strikes back. Bethany through the smoke picks up 2 clean headshots. The spike finally does get planted. Hazel, she may be the difference maker here.
Ooh, Rosa has jumped down onto side. Ooh, Hazel shows her position and is unable to finish her off, and Rosa just takes the kill. She is low, so Selena finishes off Rosa as well. And they're just holding onto side, just not letting them in, left or right. And the attackers are able to secure that round again.
Connie, did you see that?
Wow.
That was like that was like SEAL Team 6. They were covering each other's backs.
You know, when I think it was when one player turned away, her teammate turns to watch the other side. Like, it couldn't be more coordinated, if that makes sense. That was crazy. And just individually, they just won those duels outright. And that looked insanely coordinated. And yeah, so what a post plant. There were it was a 2v4, I believe, going in.
Yeah. And I think losing Bob on the retake, well, on the site take, may have put him in a rough spot because there were no flashes to kind of, you know, flash people, obviously. And this time, kind of deja vu situation. We've seen it happen a lot. They get the ult over towards A long, and it's baiting out user. 1 smoke gone. The molly's been used as well. The defense, I hate to say it, I think they're going to struggle here a little bit.
Hazel dashes onto site, clears generator straight away. Knocking off, hoping to look over in heaven. Rosa does use knives, but isn't quite able to take anyone down with it as well. The spike looks to have been planted. Oh, but Bethany denies it with the Sova ult.
It's getting brutal. It's getting brutal. Riv, tunnel vision, sitting out there in the open. It's all down to Boba Ivy. 1v3. And, well, okay, the defense, they, despite being on an eco, they managed to win the round with a bit of a hero bar here and there, but mostly they had to expend those ultimates.
Yeah, I think that was just really off the back of Bethany's ultimate, denying the plant, and also eventually killing the planter as well. Just enough to create enough chaos for the defenders to just rush through the smokes and get a pick each. That was 2 ultis expended, by the way. 2 of the Force and also the Hunter's Fury, but a thrifty is a 50.
Track them down.
We take those. We take those indeed. Now, 2 to 4 answer the attackers who are on, well, a crappy buy. I mean, they have half armor, they have sheriffs, and look, you can't do anything if you get 1 digs, but Rip swings the corner, gets 1 Nico. There's the 1 dig I'm talking about. Mikey Mahama does get traded out. It was a valiant effort, but hey, look, damage, you still take those. If you can get maybe 2 more kills, it could be the round sealed. Lady sharp. Oh my god, Lady. The reaction time, the crosshair placement, she's dirty with it. And Boba Ivy on her lonesome, but the rifle actually got juggled away as well. They're really keeping the opposing team on their toes right now.
And looks like it's just up to her and Rosa. Is she gonna check market? Not quite. The timing is just so unfortunate there. Rosa finishes her off. Well, they were able to take 1 down during the save.
Yeah, they were, and that was like the most cartoon moment I've ever seen. Just place it in place the rifle in the most obvious spot, and you just wait. And you just saw Bob Ivy walking in the beeline towards it.
Yeah, goddamn. You know, Mel, who's playing as Lainey, she's just hella sharp. Like, She plays support roles, right? But she can really handle a rifle. And, you know, those two headshots on top mid, clean. Clean as.
Oh, so that's why she's called Laney. Mel Laney. I see how it is.
I think it's a nickname, I guess.
Laney. I mean, usually people call her Mel, like what you said, not Laney. But look, regardless, in this round, very similar situation again. Just focus on mid a little bit, but this is more focused towards B. We could be potentially seeing a split site take here, but it's not going to be easy though. There's quite a few defenders really close range towards mid and towards market. Recon arrow from Selena narrowly misses. Bomb with the first frag. One, and gets a second while healing as well. Can't see it, unable to trade. This single solo hero play off of short pays off big.
Oof, now the attackers are stuck in a rough spot. They're over in B main, but they've lost 2 people over in mid, and they've lost that mid control already. Selena's just peeking a little bit, trying to potentially win it back, but they're struggling to push out here. They've lost both of their duelists and their entry fraggers.
They found my
They walk right into Riv's utility.
One enemy remaining.
Riv able to get an easy pick onto Boba Ivy there. Bob getting the 3rd kill of this round already.
She tried.
And Rosa just finishes it up.
Yep. You know, Connie, I think this game started off a little bit more one-sided, but 4-4. What do you know?
Yeah. It was 4-1 at one point, and 3 rounds in a row, it's a tie game already. So, I think this is where the adaptation comes to play, right? You win 3 rounds in a row, but then you're losing the next 3, right?
Yeah.
So, what's your next play based off that? It's like, how deep is your strat book? Where do you go to next?
A tactical timeout. I'm telling you, that's what's next. But
That's true.
I think the turning point really was that thrifty eco round, dumping all the ultimates on site. It really shifted the tides in their favor with the economy as well. And, you know, with this ultimate, you just got to use it out early in the first half. Might as well. You're not going to keep it into the second. And this is to be Brimmy, and Rip just beast modes that out. Makima can't do anything about it either. He's running, taking this aggressive positioning. Selena. Holy crap. And Kanzi as well gets one onto Laney. It's completely flipped on their heads. They've lost the man advantage. And it spits in their bum, the aggression.
Revealing area.
Oh, looks like the attackers are able to get a hold over on A side. They do spot Bethany as well. Rosa does take down Hazel over in mid. It's a 2v2 situation already. It's looking so even from both sides. Cartier just holding over outside of tree while Sova does drone out of A main. Oh, but Rosa swings onto Cartier. Finishes her off straight away.
Player standing.
Oh, but Celine is able to hold B main, take down Rosa and Bethany from the plant. Celine! Huge clutch.
You know, I was a bit worried. Like, I thought that the start of the round was great for Yap, right? So they push A main with 3 players, and I thought they were actually gonna, you know, keep pushing and actually find the spike top mid. But then it all flips on its head when Selena finds 2 Marshall kills, and then on top of that, a 3rd kill happens in short A. And, you know, A site's free for the taking. Get the spike down. Post plant. Oh, like the 2 frags by Selena to secure the 1v2 clutch. You
Ridiculous.
know, perfect.
And Rose as well, just checking the wrong angle, the gun got exposed, and Selena just had a free 1v1 situation there. And my god, did she not disappoint. Didn't even have to use the ultimate. Georgia lockdown this time, and the counter orbital strike. A little bit of damage done. Can't see it on 36 though. It's a bit rough, but how the kills, tit for tat trades. Mid is the name of the game. It's getting a little bit brutal. Bob with the swing, and Selena just carrying on momentum.
Oh, looks like the attackers are leaving B side now after that Killjoy ult was taken down. They have pushed out onto A short, but Riv is also A main. I'm not too sure if they will check that or not. Will they be planting out in the open?
They won't know this
Riv's
is here.
looking to peek. Takes
Free.
down Makima
Spike
and
down
moves away
A.
already.
No charges left.
Hazel trying, but Rosa knows exactly what's happening.
Remaining.
And Rosa lands that shot any day of the week. All down to Selena. She's done crazy things in the past. The recon now does reveal her position though, and Rib was already lying in wait to capitalize. Good team play, good utility usage, and back to an even scoreline.
Maybe it's a point to make. That chamber trap in Pizza to set off the lurker was, I think, it saved the round, I think, in my opinion, because they wouldn't have known Hazel was flanking. I think that timing of their flank was great, but can you imagine if she put a cloudburst down and actually that flank actually kind of came into fruition in that play?
Yeah. I can imagine. It's definitely possible, but the problem with the cloudburst, I sense such a small map, you really do hear it. Well,
That's true.
that's a story for another day, though. This round, if mid and B didn't work, let's go over towards A. But it's a pretty hefty stack here. And they didn't detect Riv in this uphill angle. Laney, the Brimmy Stimmy, trying to dodge. And she somehow comes out unscathed. Well, not unscathed, but she comes out alive. Jet dash onto site. Riv gets blinded. She's shooting the comms. Where's the comms? It's a huge cross by the defense. Mow everyone down. All down to Hazel. She doubled her kills. Looking to triple it. Indeed, she gets it onto Bethany. But now 1v2. Spike just a little bit away from her. And 2 last defenders all the way out long. Once that smoke clears, Hazel is done.
Oh, she doesn't quite know where they are either. She's got her back turned to them and Bob takes her down. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
I love that little play by Bethany, just
round
jumping out
before
of
the
heaven and just goomering the player in sight there. Unfortunately, jumps to a death against a Judge, obviously. Judge definitely wins close range if you're trying to kiss the other player. But 6-5, it's pretty close. Last round of the half, and a bit of a broken Bife, unfortunate. A Bulldog, a Spectre, and also a Sheriff.
Yeah, maybe this is the round in which they just entered in and just, you know, go for some few kills. Selena goes massive. She has a Vandal though, so it may not happen. And you two think you're funny, huh? Just saying it's unfortunate when you're talking about one team here. But look, mid aggression again. Just look how fast the Phantom's shooting. It's a bit daunting. But nice ultimate to at least flush one out of the corner. Hazel's aware of the util there now. One shot, can't land it. Rose at the punish. And that's just rough by Riv. You can't be pulling out your main gun. You need to pull out your Headhunter. And the defense to pick up these frags. Bob, nice util on the dismiss. Get the information. And then just get the hell out of there. Rose getting a little bit too greedy. Gets punished by Makima. That's just brutal. It's all down to Makima now. 1v3, no ultimate. Full kit though.
Ace will take down Lani and Bob. Okay. This is very, very winnable now for Makima. She's got so much time.
Oh, it's the right calls and pings as well. Look, the rotation ran over towards A. Bethany, she's thinking too much. And Makima, she got 4 kills in the round. She used her ultimate this very round. No, not this very round. 3 rounds ago. But okay, sure, use it again, I guess. But it's gonna dead give away where you're trying to hit.
30 seconds
but just
left.
time, Bethany can rotate over and maybe catch her trying to run into the site.
Alarm bot out.
And it looks like sight is all hers. She does get the plant down while Bethany decides to get some space over in CT. The recon dart does come out and Bethany is spotted by the turret as well. Oh, this 1v1 is so intense. Oh, spots Bethany. They know where each other is. Oh, Bethany rushes over onto site. You can hear her, Makima. Taps the bomb. There's no way he's holding it. She's holding it. Oh, spots Bethany. Takes him down with a clean headshot and secures the ace. Huge round from Makima there.
Oh, man.
You know they're cheering.
Oh.
You know I hate to see it. Like, I love... Look, big props to Makima to, like, get that ace clutch 1v3, I think it was. But that was Yep's round to lose there. They just gave her 1v1 duels. Very nice shot hit by Makima. And, you know, in the end, 1v1... I don't think Bethany had any clue she was towards the closer side of the boathouse there, unfortunately. So, amazing play there. 6-6 half.
Arguably, that challenge over towards tiles, that was a pretty good swing by 2. But Makima, she's probably sitting inches from her screen, could smell the swing coming, and just gets a clean one tap. But look, seriously, huge props to her, like you said, over towards a boathouse. That repositioning after the initial engagement, beautiful. Fantastically timed.
Shock dart.
This round though, it's fast. Shock darts does damage to Riv and these 5 players. Just get the hell out of dodge. Daunt is being played by Cartier. No one has quite pushed A long just yet, so they may not have perfect intel. But they're slowly starting to piece together the puzzle as... Oh, they're looking just 5 men up short. A Brimmy Stimmy, and we should see a roll. Or not.
Ooh, clean one and done from Cartier. Just trying to run away from the whole stampede.
Look at how it's not cleared. Hazel's just been sitting there the whole time. Her feet may be visible though. Any people like feet here? Bob is around the corner. Hazel swings. Sprays out 1. Bob has no idea. Gets destroyed. It's all down to Rip suddenly. The lowest player in the entire team. This retake is as clean as it gets.
Jesus. I think the shock darts really deterred their players pushing into
Careful.
B. It did a
Careful.
big chunk of damage onto Rift. She was down to like red HP.
Yeah.
And, you know, rotating back to site there, Katia getting one and getting out as well. You know, the attackers didn't even bother checking hell. I think that was a bit of a mistake. They didn't really grab any post-plant positions to hold that retake at all.
Indeed. It was rough, and honestly, huge props to Hazel. That she didn't go for the swing initially, just biding her time. My goodness. Real game changer in that moment, but overall, team effort, I gotta say.
Yeah, for sure.
This game's so close.
Yeah, it is. It is. You're expected buys across the board for the defense, which you would usually favor them in a situation like this. It's a bit of an upgraded pistol buy from the attackers, and similar situation just inting up short. But look, there is the Killjoy util to block off the entire angle. One single molly, if Makima can land it, and she's asleep at the wheel, unfortunately. Or
Oh,
not.
Makima able to take down
Round
one,
A.
but she peeks into too many people and is traded off by Bob. But Selena is able to secure that kill.
Spike planted.
Spike down. It's a great job for the attackers, but need more damage to the cherry on
enemy
top,
remaining.
and they're just getting destroyed. Look at the simultaneous timings on this retake. Connie, it's a team play. You gotta say, unfortunately, they are on tonight.
Yeah, no, they really are. I think, like, even though they did allow the plant, that's the strategy they wanted to play. They wanted to play the retake strategy, right? They only lost one gun in the process, and, you know, we're going into the bonus round looking pretty healthy, I think, for the economy.
Yeah, reasonable. Yeah, they got all the kills individually, and Boba Ivy 2 away from the orbital strike. Realistically, this round, I'm expecting her to at least get one kill before death to guarantee the ulti into the next. But look, anything's possible. They could honestly win this bonus round if Yep kind of just, you know, really messes up here.
Scanning ahead.
Oh, all right, just fuck out of B. And the slow can't do anything. That's a lot of bodies, and Rosa just has to get the hell out of dodge. Really good judgment call there. Doesn't want to challenge it, even though she has the range advantage, the bigger gun. But 5v5 post plant. Oh my lordy.
Spike planted.
Ooh, and they have been spotted, and it looks like the attackers are playing defense and the defenders are playing on attack. Let's see how they're gonna retake in this situation. Oh, how the tables have turned. Ooh, Riv able to take down Katia from short.
Remaining.
Lonnie with the spray again!
Oh my god, I'm telling you.
Holy
I
crap.
love it.
Oh my...
I'm telling you, she's just so
Inhuman.
sharp.
She surprised us with that 2K on Icebox. She one-ups herself with that clean triple spray down. Someone clip that. That's what the Vandal as well. This is in Valorant. It's a random spray pattern.
That was
Wow.
nutty.
What?
Look, I love the strategy, but unfortunate. They had the crappy SMGs. They decided to push as a 5-man into B main, but unfortunately, they run into Rosa, who has the option to dash out and kind of call that to her team. A site gets taken, and, you know, retake didn't work out.
Ooh. Individuals, solid plays. But now the attack, yep, they're really good on these slow plays here.
Down.
And once again, just baiting out some util, back off a little bit before they re-aggress. Makima though needs help desperately. She's in a bit of a one and done spot. Util all the way towards short. Riv executes Katia. Makima can't get a frag back. Where has the bravado gone? And look, the retake is happening a little bit too early. Bob on low catches out one. Boba Ivy, bide your time. You walk through that, you may just die. Does get the flip though, it's good, but still a 2v4 situation.
One enemy remaining.
Never mind.
Oh.
What shot dart? Look, that was perfect by the attacking side. Off that owl drone, they got the defenders to peek and try to destroy it, and they got 2 kills off the bat off that owl drone. That was so much value off that utility just by itself.
Teleport's ready.
That was nutty.
That's a good spot.
And, you know, early, you know, 5v3 retake, you can't really, you know, do much in that case as well.
Yeah, no. Jumping the gun a little bit. I think right now for oh my goodness, these team names, for unfortunate, they may, I don't really want to say aggressive on defense, but they have to just change up their playstyle a little bit. They're starting to get quite readable. Just simple, solid defense, and then they just play retake, and it really allows the attackers to step in certain situations post-plant to catch up. Lucas, this time though, Hazel, I like that, but with a shorty over there, you can hope to get one kill and dash to safety. That's the only thing.
Oh, Riv and Bubble Ivy battling out over on mid, but Riv does come out on top. Makima able to secure another clean sheriff kill onto Riv this time. Bob has pushed up onto A Heaven. And Hazel's just still sitting A main with the shorty.
Wait, she can maybe get exits if they exit A main, which is a good possibility. But Makima...
Last player standing.
Oh no! Disaster!
That's rough.
And Rosa just finishes off Makima, hearing her so loud over in heaven. Oh dear.
That is so unfortunate. That was the right play, right? But then sometimes the RNG of the pellets just doesn't fall your way, which was what happened there.
Yeah.
I do think the attackers were aware that A-main was dirty, but I think, you know, Laney might have just forgot about it. And yeah, look, just unlucky for Hazel there with the shorty.
Oh, look
But
at this.
nevertheless,
Hazel, well, last round GH had a really crappy gun. This round, though,
Let's go.
the operator
Oh,
is
operator.
finally out in play.
Ooh,
And she's
upgrade.
looking towards A long as well. She could be in position for instant value. Looking wrong angle potentially, though. Riv may get the best of her. Just don't tunnel vision. Hazel, it's all on you to get the first starter. Riv jumping up, I think. Looks at the angle. And yeah, Hazel didn't know. Riv executes her. I kind of jinxed it, I won't lie. A split to come through. Can't see it. Looking to back up a little bit. Where's the smokes for short? That's a play that you can be doing right now. The molly has been used. One smoke for A long. And the attackers just biding their time. They can wait the util out. Or walk right past it. Throws the bait.
Deploying drone.
Oh, that is so unfortunate from Celine, and Rosa just punishes her for that mistake. Bob doesn't understand how to be over in A shot, and Makima finishes Bob off. Oh, Riv catching Katya off guard over in A Heaven, and Orbital Strike does come down. Riv taking Boa Ivy out as they try to leave.
Sorry, we could not
Riv taking
work
Makima
out
down with the
differences.
classic as well, and that's another round for the attackers. Looks like the attackers are on a roll after the morale boost from Laney's triple kill with the Vandal there.
yeah, again, maybe it could be the adaptation, but that round, Selena getting caught off guard in her owl drone. Her teammates need to communicate that they're smoked out and they could actually walk up through the short, like, garden area through doorway into A.
Placing
Except
swarm
that,
grenade.
you know, they had no information
Placing swarm
because
grenade.
the attackers made no noise. And here we're going to see some B main aggression. Love it.
Oh dear, the lineup. Yeah, 1, 2.
Oh.
Just drive-by shootout, you know, and all the killjoy util just goes to waste. We really got to talk about how much impact the util has defensively right now, because we're not seeing much. And Bob, Jesus Christ, come on, girl, relax. You come and doing that with the Spectre at range. Nice tracking by Selena. Commits to the kill, gets it, and even gets a shot
One enemy
onto
remaining.
Rosa. I can't finish the job though. It's all down to Hazel. This time has a frenzy, not a shorty, but they kind of do know where she is. Bethany doesn't care, runs right out there, risking her life, wins the duel. 11-8 now. I mean, as much as I hate to say it, it seems like the defense, they're getting shut out.
Yeah, 5 rounds in a row now. Running away with it. Just 2 more and it's game. Again, Hazel the operator. This time, is she going to make the same play into A main? Possibly. Or is she going to play more passive into site though?
Don't know. I really think that for defense right now, unfortunately, they have to be playing a little bit more aggressively, getting that man advantage early round and then dashing away. But if you just hold angles and let the attackers come to you, more often than not, I don't think it ends too well.
Revealing area.
It's just that, yep, they play much better as a team. You know, these double swings, clearing angles systematically, using U-tool as well on site executes, and they all go in together. Hazel could be in a good spot though for one, but the Elder gets destroyed. Nice, no smokes out just yet, but the flash gets popped. Hazel legs them, can't get the kill though. It's Selena in the rough spots, and she can't get it done. A-side overrun once again, and Riv just riding it right in, doesn't even care. Hazel throws the blades out, gets nothing out of it. Can't see it. Won the retake early. This time she does win the engagement. 3v3.
Oh. Already Rosa's able to take down Hazel. Pulling a fast swing. Oh, it looks like it's just up to Cartier, who is taken down anyway by Lani, and now we are on to match point.
Match
Yeah,
point.
map point. And look, I thought that operator is gonna work out, especially when Hazel had a teammate to shoot out the owl drone that was coming into the site, and they wouldn't expect that operator into like sitting in heaven. Except she legged the player, which was very unfortunate in her case. And again, Yep, just taking out the post plant, Riv creating chaos into
Deep
door.
breath.
You know, just shutting them out completely.
Oh dear. The buy, it's pretty crappy. You're gonna need a small miracle in the Hazel. Just what the? Oh my god! That's ballsy. At least got intel for a team. Selena trying to get something done. Boba Army starts off nicely. 1-1 to Riv. Boba Army trying her best, but Rosa, this run is right in there. Eliminates her. Rosa, crosshair placement, gets the second. This girl's on fire all the time. Already off to a good start, and Spike does go down. Oh.
Stealing sight.
Cartier blinds into A short, but it's looking rough already. Makima able to take down Bob from A main though. But it's just a 2v2 situation already. Oh! Cartier is caught by Lani mid-ult. Very unlucky. Makima with 1 HP against 2 people. She just gets... Oh! She's able to take down Bethany though. Will this be the 1 HP cost for Makima? Lani does hear her drop. She could be waiting for the tap.
Yo!
Oh!
Attackers
Lani
win.
swings and finishes her off anyway.
You came
Oof,
close.
that was close. Well, it was 1 HP in a dream. That would have been another like massive clutch to save her team from, you know, losing map 1 there. But unfortunately not to be. I believe for a moment there, you know, especially with her ace clutch earlier in the half. And well, looking across the board, Riv topping the scoreboard, you know, Rosa and Lani right behind her. 8 first bloods for Riv.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely crazy, and it's, I suppose it's quite interesting to see a chamber really go, you know, blazing in there, picking up all these frags, which is fantastic. Great job on her part, and overall 13-8. It was a close game initially, but however in the second half, I really think the team play really helped out, or was it, yeah, but went out in a lot of these engagements. They're just going on there as a team, clearing each other's angles, and good util usage just really sealed the deal. And of course, the early girl advantages as well, and we just wasn't seeing the same kind of aggression come out from the defense when they were trying to, you know, buy the operator or go for a swing here and there. They always got punished, and they barely, you know, had any rounds starting off with a frag their way.
And both teams seem to have started off like really strong on the attack, seeing how Selena and Cartier pushed in together on the attack. But then when it was Riv and Rosa's turn on the attack, you could see how they shined once again like they did in the previous game. And Lani as well, hitting some huge rounds, similar to how Makima did as well. It was very, very close right up until the end there, until it just became a landslide. Once Yep got the ball rolling, it was just they had way too much inertia and it was just too difficult to stop them at that point.
Yeah, it's rough. But hey, look, guys, we have another map to go because this is a best of 3 series, and it's only map 1. But however, let's take a short breather because we're coming back into Icebox, the Snowy Tundra. Don't go away. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, sorry that break had to be cut short a little bit because it's getting late now. These girls, they want to play, they want to get that sweet, sweet cash. So, back to the Legion of Valkyries, week 3 of 2022. I'm Digital Casts, Nene, and Connie. Look, map 1 Ascent, it kind of came close, but then eventually, yep, they started to really take off and just leave, who was unfortunate in the dust. Nene, this is going to be map 2, and we saw how Yep played it in their first map of the night. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm looking to see something similar again. Rosa and Riv potentially popping off on the attack, which is definitely something to look out for. But we also have a change in roster for Team Unfortunate, where Selena had to duck out to have a rest, and we have Glitch instead as her substitute. What do you think of that, Connie?
Look, Selena had a pretty good map last game, which was on Ascent. I think she topped, and she also had a big clutch round for her team on like I think it was an eco. She had a Marshall in hand, got 2 picks, and then closed it off with another 2 frags for the post plant. And yeah, so we're moving on to Yep's map pick on Icebox. Like, as I mentioned earlier before the series, I mentioned that Rosa did drop 30 odd frags in both maps last week, but unfortunately have shown that they don't need like Rosa to be like, you know, putting up a big fight against, you know, Bethany's team. And it's just like amazing just seeing the individual skill on these players. So here we go, jumping into Icebox and into the picks we go.
Well, soon,
Oh,
and...
Never mind, I just lied.
Okay, it looks like there's going to be a short toilet break, but you know, I was going to say actually, just with a slight little bit of pun, that they had to sub Selena out, which is, by the way, one of the more consistent star players, in my opinion, for Unfortunate. It's pretty unfortunate, not going to lie.
Oh, you got to stop throwing that word around.
Look, you know, sometimes it is a habit that we get into, saying, oh, that's a shame, it's unfortunate, but you can't really say that when a team is literally called Unfortunate. And I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, look, you know, Icebox, we are indeed seeing tonight more of a team play coming up from Yep, Rosa not having to carry as hard, but it's just a problem, really. I don't really think we've seen Unfortunate play Icebox with these 5 players. So I fear this may be a potentially 2-0 series coming in here tonight. The coach may not make a difference. We didn't see any tactical timeouts, which I don't really think they needed it. But look, Yep, they've already played Icebox once tonight. They should basically be coming to this fresh, warmed up with the exact same strategy of how to play it. Expect those slow attack rounds, and then on defense, pretty clean retakes, I reckon. And finally, the lobby's back full again. Please start this so I can go eat dinner. Well, girls, what do you think? Who is going to take this map? 2-0? Or are we actually going to see map 3 tonight?
I'd like to see map 3. But unfortunately, I think it's going to be a 2-0, especially with, you know, Yep's map pick. They look very comfortable on it.
Yeah.
As you saw in the previous series against Clefairy Crew, they were very comfortable with the mid-round calls. They're comfortable to play slow.
Yeah.
They're happy to execute onto sites as well. And I think, unfortunately, to basically, if they want to have a, you know, chance in this series, I feel like they need to contain Riv's mid-lurk. And I guess, you know, try and get an early man advantage, as, you know, previous map we couldn't see that.
And it looks like Team Yep is starting off on the attack as well, so they're starting off strong already. But who knows? You never know if Team Unfortunate somehow pop off here. It is a team game, but like you said, Connie, they are going to have to find a way to adapt into Rosa and Riv's attack here, especially the way Riv dominates the middle area of the map.
Yeah, actually, I don't know if they actually watched the series that we covered, Clefairy Crew and Yep. So if they did watch it, it could be an advantage, like the tendencies that they do and stuff. So I don't know if they did, so it could be interesting.
Well, look, really slow here. I really think maybe perhaps for Unfortunate right now, they're trying to just counterpick a little bit. But
select your agent.
It's a pretty solid comp coming out from Team Yep. That's what they played earlier tonight, and it worked out fantastically. They were all stepping up individually. Bob once again just, you know, putting the band-aids on people with the heals and whatnot. But looking at a mirror matchup for the most part.
Yeah, the only difference is just the Jet and the Reyna there. I think Jet would probably play better than Reyna. Yeah, I think Rose is really comfortable on that agent. Though the difference is that they do have a leer, which is basically a flash to kind of gain space into sight if they wish. Whereas Yep didn't have that. And I think it worked out fine for them the previous game, so I'm not sure how that will play out in this one though.
Well, you know, it's not a flash, it's a blind. Just saying. But
Nearsighted.
let's get technical here.
Okay.
Because, you know, you wear glasses too, I wear glasses, and, you know,
I am
when you're
nearsighted,
nearsighted,
yes.
they call you
Yep.
blind, right?
Yes, definitely.
Just saying.
I don't know if they'll need the blind here, because I remember from their game against Clefairy Clue, the way Rosa would just like updraft to kind of bait whoever's holding the angle, and then
Yeah.
she would have a teammate follow up right after. Once the crosshair placement has been disrupted, that's when the rest of her team swoops in and then catches the defender off guard. So, and that's really been working out for them as well.
Quite practiced, isn't it? Now, a bit of a fast start in this round, and the attack is just going so hard over towards A, but that's a nice Sagel from the defense, just trying to put a staunch into the bleeding right now. Rosa, head gets caught out of the corner, and Cartier takes the base. Riv with a one shot to the side of her temple. Larson taken. Sagel down. Bike down. Okay, let's see retake. Oh my god, Sandy, that's how you like to start things off.
One enemy
Riv is
remaining.
able to take the trade though, and the attackers are just mowing the defenders down. That Viper wall going big for them. Glitch able to land the headshot onto Riv, but there's just too many players now, and they just trample all over Glitch. And that's an easy round for the attackers so far.
Yeah, actually, I thought from that A execute, I don't know, it was just pretty standard. Well, they didn't throw out the Viper wall like before the gates opened, so that doesn't telegraph they're going A. They did it when they started making noise and kind of shown their presence towards A, right? So yeah, they just got the frags really. There's some nice clean shots by who is it? By Sandy, but you know, unfortunately, just
Revealing
too much aggression from the attacking side.
This time looks like the defenders have stacked A. Interesting to see how the attackers are going to push into this one. 5v5 instantly.
Kill, 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 kill! Riv just sliding across the road, and she's going on a tear. Was it the classic? Oh my god, Riv, you can't be doing that. Just runs in their faces. I think our fourth commentator, the announcer lady, was even too slow. All the kills happened, and she said, flawless. Didn't even realize. I love it.
Oh
No
my
care in the
goodness.
world. I think just showing their confidence now, I reckon. Just running around. As you saw there. So with SMGs now on this bonus, where do they go this round? Spike's still in spawn, so I'm thinking maybe a slower round.
You like to think that, and it's basically what Yep did, you know, in the first series of the night, isn't it? Oh, I think on the first buy round or something, they just sat, or maybe it's a bonus. Sandy though, brilliant start, and just ever so reliable, I reckon, for these first frags. But she does need a little patch up from her little pocket sage there real soon, which may have been used unaccordingly. And the attackers, very similar story, right, Nate?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. And it looks like the attackers are already rotating off. But Hazel is watching the flag,
down.
takes down Lani, but Bethany secures the trade.
Cartier, take it easy, take it easy!
Oh, just finishes Bethany off. But Riv is able to get the trade as well. Glitch is watching mid now with Boba holding the tunnel, seeing if they've pushed up.
One enemy remaining.
Boba able to take down Bob.
B.
And it's just a straight battle in the tunnel. Riv stops by, finishes Glitch off first, takes Boba Ivy down, but Sandy is still holding the tube. Kind of
Man, these
unexpected as
individual
well.
players, like, as you saw there, just, you know, tapping away. You know, she almost won that too. With her 1v1, she also spotted the last player kitchen, but Sandy landing the last shot to secure that round for her team.
Oh my god. This is... It's a very brutal start, and I don't know, it kind of ruined their economy there. Their first proper buy round, and now only
Eyes
2
up.
rifles carried through into this, 2 Spectres, and a Sheriff on Cartier. It's not optimal, to say the least, to quote a very famous IGL in the region. and Boba Ivy just gets forced off the line off a single piece of util cards here. The wall doesn't work out. Hazel, making it a little bit messy. Then he does get the kill at the end of the day. Lord looking to rejoin Boba on the B sites. Viper walls up, and sites under congestion. And once that Viper util goes down, they're gonna push right through there.
But the wall has been broken already, and it's looking like a precarious plant if the attackers team do decide to commit to this. Already they have Lani checking over in the flank. They do send out an Aldrin to try to get some information, and Boba's shooting through the smoke. They do end up committing to the plant though, just off a tiny corner of Sage's wall there. Oh, Lani's holding mid. Spots Hazel, finishes Hazel off. And it's looking like a bit of a rough retake for the defenders' side here already. Whereas they're just watching that Viper wall over in yellow, trying to see if anyone's going to push into that. Oh, spots Boba Ivy, holds down for the spray, but doesn't quite land the shots. Oh, and Boba Ivy's just running in, getting the frags. Lani spots one of them. She's just peeking. And Sandy finishes her off with a classic, while Glitch is able to safely defuse the
Revealing area.
That was clean. That was good. Really good team play there on the retake, even though initially I was a little bit concerned Lani on the really good, well-timed flank. Yeah, exactly.
It actually drew the Sova towards mid, and I thought that was enough like attention drawn, but unfortunately as it wasn't though. The defenders actually just getting all the frags. But, you know, at the execute, imagine if they put a vertical wall down, because no one was playing towards spawn, and imagine if they took up that ground.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, like, this playing
Right
it,
here.
you know, like the classic old icebox, so...
You want to play? Let's
subtle
play.
differences.
If it ain't broke, you don't gotta fix it. The only team that kind
That
of
is true.
experimented tonight on Icebox was Clefairy crew, and they kind of got rolled a bit towards the end.
No, it was just because,
13.
they didn't get the frags, yeah.
Enemy
All that.
tag.
Which is unexpected, right, for Clefairy crew. Oh. Similar situation again. Spike just in spawn. Lenny, though, just damn near walks onto the B side by herself. Oh, Rev! Get dunked on. Hazel with the Ferrari peak. That's a rough start. You've lost one of your big ultimates this round.
The attackers aren't quite committing to A yet, and it looks like they may be rotating off here. Although Hazel is... Oh, not just Hazel, but Hazel and Boba Ivy have already moved over onto B site, and the rest of the team are also getting the comm that he may be moving over. And Hazel gets the pick over onto Rosa with the Guardian over in mid. It's looking rough for the attackers already. They've been whittled down to 3 players, and most of the defenders have already rotated over onto B. They've read that rotation. Oh, Bob's caught with the wall out.
30 seconds
Hazel
left.
not quite landing the shots though. Bob gets away with it, and he's able to take down Bethany over in yellow just before that wall comes up.
One enemy
And it's a straight
remaining.
battle, but Bob comes out on top with the Sheriff. However, Sandy is there to secure the trade, and Cartier finishes Lani off, allowing for Boba Ivy to get that defuse. And what a beautiful retake from the defenders there.
You see how interesting that wall is? Like, even because you're walling diagonally, they can still peek from the sight box. I don't think that was possible, was it? In the old...
No,
Not, especially not with the yellowish position.
yeah.
It does go kind of high,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you're right.
if you wall vertically and kind of cut off that position, like, you don't really have to worry about it.
Perhaps.
I think the change is because of that yellow container being flipped around is also plays differently, you know, for this map.
It makes it very awkward sometimes in post plant, and I do think you are right. It seems they have to go a little bit deeper to just get more control and then fall back over towards yellow as a last, ditch effort. But Boba Ivy looking for the angle, and she gets scanned and somehow escapes with her lives intact. But the rotation's coming in fast though. Bubble up. Same old story. I know, Connie, you're freaking molding right now. Hazel has the tour de force out. Boom! One shot takes down her counterpart, and there's some Sage Wall goes up once again. Very similar plays, very similar situation. And Boba Ivy between the rock and a hard place.
You will not kill my ally. Will they commit to the plant here? Bethany starts the plant. Not sure if any of the defenders are going to push out here. Viper's pit does come down. Bethany is caught unawares. Curtain down, and Boba Ivy finishes Lani off. And quite early, the Viper pit is already removed there.
I was surprised the Guardian didn't get killed earlier. And now saving the Sage Wall on the retake is beautiful. You just block off the angle for the most part and allows you guys to get free access over towards yellow. There's retake again. That's so strong coming out from coming up from Unfortunate. They just played together as a team. I wasn't expecting this on Icebox. We thought Yep had a really strong Icebox play, as you know, we saw them earlier tonight. But my goodness, look at this Unfortunate. They're showing the hell up.
They keep surprising us, don't they? We have to give them more credit, you know. But again, could this be the same story? They start out really strong early in the map, and then when the adaptation comes into play, like 4, 5, 6 rounds in, they start to, you know, drop rounds. So this is probably the pivotal round here, I reckon, to see if that happens. So Rose is gonna maybe pick up an orb and pop her blades, I reckon.
Hazel, though, on the operator. Boba Ivy in a very similar situation, but you gotta start shooting that dart eventually, you know? You can't always let them get control that early. But the rotations, it gets bases over really quickly, and I think it's mental conditioning, you know?
There's that adaptation.
Yeah. Well, from both teams. Now, there's the comms. They know they're not pushing over towards B anymore. So they have some mid-control, perhaps an early flank, but defense is only back over towards A. Sandy. Yeah, early engagement misses the shot, and now Kanti is in a rough spot.
Ooh, the attackers are moving onto the site piece by piece. Rosa able to take down Glitch from Nest. Oh, Riv is also able to take down Cartier, who was just hiding over backside. Nowhere to run, nowhere to go. She was just trapped and finished off. And now it's up to Hazel and Boba Ivy. Although Hazel does have an op, it's looking really difficult for them.
You gotta save this. It's big money, and like Connie said, it's a bit of a pivotal
Last
round.
player standing.
Well,
1v5 with the op, it's a save.
oh, she better run away soon because she's getting multi-swung. Hazel, you don't want to commit to that. Run, girl. They're chasing as well.
Run, Hazel, run. Oh no, she's stabbing at the air. She's trying to go fast.
You haven't even seen Star Wars Episode 3. Am I to believe that you've seen Forrest Gump?
Of course I've seen Forrest
Everyone's
Gump.
seen that.
They found my
Yeah,
trap.
I'll be honest. I've never seen Forrest Gump.
Oh,
What? Wait,
seen
you're
it.
trolling me.
I don't know why. I've never seen it. It's just been a bit of an odd movie for me. One day I will watch it, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
I didn't even finish Castaway as well. That huge Tom Hanks movie. Oh my
alright,
God.
looks like we will have to vote off one of the casters from this island.
Kick.
Shocking
But hey,
movie,
Shawshank Redemption was pretty lit though, I gotta say.
though. Nah, pretty good movie, yeah.
Oh, but have you guys seen The Batman recently? That
No.
don't spoil
that goes
it.
hard. It goes hard. But
Boba Ivy, same position.
this doesn't go hard though. Oh,
Will she shoot it this time?
it missed. It flew to China. That's the difference here. Oh, there's a bit of a switch up though, but do they clear the angle? I think they're aware. They're flying the drone around this. They don't know she's here. Now that's a
this
damn
could be
shit
big.
bot. One and done spot. Has to go large. Enemies all around her. Lady in rough spot. Still gets the kill regardless. Just lady things, you know. 3v3, however, numbers aren't equalized and the rotation's coming over. The res onto Glitch over towards mid. And the attackers, I think they may want to commit, especially after these frags. Oh, brutal.
Almost nipping Rosa in the bud there with that Sova ult. The shot that doesn't quite land onto Bethany, who is able to get the plant down while Rosa gets a pick onto Cartier on 30 HP as well. Hazel does have the op again. Glitch does spot Rosa. Will Hazel be able to capitalize on that? Nope, because Rosa dashes away. Dashes aggressively up onto yellow, catching Glitch off guard. It's looking like a slow and difficult retake here. Hazel landing a shot onto Rosa, but Lani able to peek and take down Glitch. 8 bullets on the Vandal, pushes out through the Viper smoke, and Bethany finishes Hazel off. Another round going to the attackers that time.
You know how B main is also changed up as well, where
Yeah.
the doorway, like, it gives them more options to kind
Right
of
here.
Get deeper
like
in.
push in. Maybe the defense is too scared to play aggressive in that sense. With the changes, like I haven't seen much aggression on B main.
Yep.
Tonight, just tonight.
Granted though, I think that change really does favor the attackers a little bit more, allowing them to get a bit deeper.
I agree.
And that's what defense, you really gotta figure out what to do, because I think it's kind of about yellow as well. It's hard to hold for attackers post-fight, but it's also hard to hold for defense as well, unless you can kind of get out jail free. Maybe the Viper wall can be changed up a little bit further to allow you safe escape, maybe. But look, it's all about time. We're gonna wait and see. This time, though, Hazel starting off strong. Can't see a piece of safety, and I'm amazed that Bobby Ivy survived for that long.
Ooh, defenders tried something different this time and had the Viper over on A side, but it didn't quite work out. Cartier trying to get the flank over, but is spotted by every single possible slow from the chamber there. Do you have... Oh, Sandy able to take down Riv. Riv not quite landing the shots in that situation. Sober utils being used, forcing Cartier to push out. He's able to get the pick onto Bob though. Oh, and Lani's also taken down by Cartier, spotted by the Sober recon dart. And Cartier goes huge this round. And once again, the defenders are able to get defused. This is looking a lot closer.
That's so ironic. No, that's the thing though.
It seems
Cartier runs into Cartier runs into like 2 traps. Like, and she's just so late on the rotate, but then the over-aggression by Yap just kind of handed them the retake. I think 1 by 1, and then Bethany's left into 1v3. That's a 4v3, by the way.
That's a throw right there.
Yeah, if I've seen one.
Throw for the barn. But look, the thing is, it seems that whenever they go over towards the B side, they play really disciplined post-plant. But over towards A, they just throw the rulebook out the window. They start, I'm gonna go for these kills, 1 by 1 by 1. They just completely lose their mental marbles, and it just ends like that. It was basically a one-person retake at that point. This time though, another try. Let's pound A again. Hazel gets away to safety. Unscathed, the lane starts off strong onto Sandy, but the attackers, they got the ultimate for free, by the way, and then they run away.
Ooh, and looks like Yep taking a page out of Clefairy Crew's playbook, getting 1 pick and then rotating off straight away. And looks like Viper's Pit has been put down over in B side, but Team Yep seems to potentially want to still hit it.
Now, I'm sure Connie, she may agree with me, but think about playing inside your Viper's Pit. You need a Phantom. As soon as those traces come up, it's very risky. And the attackers are walking around. That Cartier could be good for a few here. Spots at the barrel. 1 can't land the shot. That's a whip and a half. They've got some deep control now. The spike can be planted in a bit of an oddball situation. Yep, the Sage will up just for safety. And Boba Ivy, she's just left holding the ball.
Planted.
My God.
Such a strange way to play. It's a firing range for Hazel. She spotted 3 people. They're just firing shots into her through the walls, but she's miraculously able to take Bethany down nonetheless. Boba Ivy catching Rosa unawares, while Riff finishes off Hazel. Snowman
Remaining.
also able to take down Boba Ivy, but Glitch gets the trade. Bob also able to get the trade though and finish Glitch off anyway. And that was some really good adaptability from Team Yep.
No, 100% there. Like, Viper's Pit, they didn't care. I mean, I've seen the play by Yep, where, you know, they hear the Viper's Pit, right? So they know the Viper's playing in sight. They just walk around it, you know, and perfect Sage Wall to kind of, you know, secure the planter as well. I think they planted just outside the pit. And as you can see, the crossfire between B main, yellow, sorry, and also Spawn, we'll see how that map control works in that post-plant situation. What? Okay, that was a misstart. There we went.
Olympic dart right there. Hazel, let's see you land some nice shots. Although that's probably gonna force you off the angle. And he gets tagged as well. That's brutal. Now a counter recon arrow. Don't get tagged twice. Oh my God. Well.
Yeah, don't listen to digital.
That's
play
where
how
my
you want to play
training
Hazel.
out the window.
Ryan immediately was pushed up over into Ness, able to take down Glitch. Rose is just
You want to
holding
play?
Heaven
Let's
there.
play.
Ooh, and Riv does pop the chamber ult. Rose able to chip away and take down Sandy. But Boba Ivy does have the flank. Riv doesn't quite land the shot, and Boba just turns around and just takes down Riv. Lani is caught unawares, but Boba's shots don't quite land, and Lani is able to punish her for that. You have
This
the attacker just
three-way
watching that
crossfire.
spike like a
Hey.
hawk.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, it's done though. They waited too long.
Just not enough time.
Well, at least Hazel gets that. It's that kill to TP back into.
He wasn't gonna outrun it. Trust me, guys. He was gonna die
Hey,
anyway.
you never know.
Round in the half.
Stylish exit.
Man, Lane's just so sharp, to be honest. Really unfortunate not to get the kill onto, I think it was it Boba Ivy? Yeah, on the flank there. Tagging through the floor with the tour de force. But yeah, a bit of a scrappy round. I can't believe it came out to a 1v1 there.
The tour de force, it's a one shot to anywhere on the body, by the way, and just the fact she was unlucky enough to just not hit the head, instead hit part of the floor.
Revealing area.
Well,
Yeah.
it is what it is. Oh, I like that aggression though. That's a Sage Ult I haven't seen in a long time. The Fnatic Sage Ult. And it's good for one as well. But Bob is there for the Reds. And thankfully Riv's body fell back down. But look at the mid aggression. They pushed up. And Hazel leaves her teammates to die.
Oh no, the attackers.
Oh.
Oh, just absolutely slaughtering this round. Alright, Sandy, what will you do?
Teleport's ready.
Sandy with a Spectre and a Dream. And is dead on the ground. Finished off by Bob over in mid. What happened?
Unhappy.
Switching
Unhappy
sides.
with the spray, I think. She just felt like she whiffed there, I think. That's why in chat she's just spamming her keyboard.
Damn, we couldn't catch that on camera, I won't lie. Would have been one hell of a thing to clip. But look, in that round there, I like the initial idea. That rush over towards A main, that was beautiful. Get the boost up early, the double swing, and then they had the man advantage, right? Well, for the most part, I think. And then afterwards, that 3-man push down mid. It was good, they had the right idea, but they had to commit to the fight. Hazel gets one, and then just gets the hell out of there. And her last two teammates are like, bro, what the hell? You have the Bulldog. We have Spectres. Why'd you leave? And
I felt like it would have worked better if it was a solo play.
oh yeah, perhaps
if you know what I
that's also
mean,
true.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
So she gets out, and then, you know, your other two players don't die, but then, you know, Rosa doing Rosa things will get 2 sprayed down, you know.
Oh, so it's Rosa's turn now to pull those crazy sprays.
Mm.
Oh, second half, 7-5. He is, yep, leading the way. Is their map pick after all. On the flip side, though, unfortunate they have continued to surprise us at just about every single turn. Oh my god, Hazel. That's a beautiful start. Hazel was quiet map 1, map 2, those who on the wake up, and Sandy just pops Rosa's head. Rosa can't land that shot for nothing. And the Shauncy at point blank gets no damage. Basically easy A-take.
Right.
Spike
Oh my
planted.
goodness, and the spike has been able to be planted. They only have Bethany and Lani on the retake this time. They have spotted one. Oh, Lani knows where another one is. And it's just a battle over in maze between Lani and Katia, but Lani comes out on top just. Lani spots the side of Hazel's head, takes Hazel down. Oh, and it's 2v2 already.
Yeah, looking to play this
Looks
spike.
like they might just. Will they swing here? Will they hold? Oh.
She's trying her best. Oh my god, Lonnie! You're joking! Just runs at them! What is it with this girl and these solo plays?
Dude, did I tell you that Lainey's pretty good at clicking heads? Holy crap. It's just like, she's like a highlight reel right now tonight. Holy. How many 4Ks has she had? How many spray downs has she had tonight? Absolutely, you know, the Lani show tonight.
That was a 2v4.
It was actually, good point.
Post-spawn situation that, in my opinion, they had no right winning. And both those players on the attack side, they had their util out in a situation like that. One person was defending the diffuser, and then Lani was like, ah, screw it, I'm just gonna push him. Right click at that distance basically lands 2 to the head, and then the second kill was just right. Oh my god. Okay,
That was
whatever.
it's just a yep moment, I guess.
Mhm.
Bob aggressively pushing out there, getting punished brutally by Sandy.
Yeah, that ain't it. I won't lie. Heads up play by Hazel to, you know, escape the safety. But on classics, can't really expect them to get much done here. Laney gets the kill onto Cartier. Viper will up and gets the hell on dodge. And Connie, you can see the contrast in how they play defense over towards B long.
Yeah, definitely the aggression. Wouldn't want to walk into her crosshair, as Rosa will pick up Sandy at pipes.
It's just that, oh, we'll talk about it a bit later. As, okay, Rosa. Gets a bit too aggressive there. Don't know what she was trying to do. Olympic high jump. Falls flat on the face. And despite being an eco, you know, we're in a 3v3 situation that seems to be post-mark potentially. Bethany in sneaky spot.
30 seconds left.
Gets spotted out,
Spike
and there's the bait and switch, and Bethany picks up 2. Okay, okay. Hazel though. Oh no, it's not planted for her.
no.
Wait, she sees the foot. She sees the foot. Oh, I see some feet here tonight, boys. But nah, just can't land the shots.
Oh my
Disaster.
god. Again, Laney with another headshot. Sorry, I just have to point that out. Just absolutely bonks her from halfway across the map. But I think Rosa there was trying to punish the Sova Aldro.
Yeah.
But Boba Ivy was ready for the aggression there. So covers her Sova there and gets punished for the aggression.
You know, the other thing as well over towards B mains, that defensive Viper wall, it cuts that. What should we call that? You know, that cubby, not cubby, the
Pretty
doorway.
classic, isn't it?
Yeah, the doorway entrance diagonally.
Yeah.
So anyone who has to swing through it is already debuffed by 30, I think, from the Viper util. And then,
Yeah.
point blank, you should just get the kill. Sure, it's a pretty favorable angle, but similar situation again. Laney changes it up. Oh no, but she gets spotted out, and Hazel's calling them to push kill her. There you go, gets executed.
Straight away, the defenders realize that Laney's been taken down and they all move to rotate onto B, but the attackers also seem to be potentially committing to this. Bethany does send out an Aldrin trying to get some information, and yep, it looks like the attackers are committing. Sandy able to get a pick onto Bob and easily dismiss away, while Boba Ivy gets a pick onto Rosa while she's distracted as well. Bethany does run out with the Spectre, takes Hazel down, but Boba Ivy finishes Bethany off with the trade, and that's a huge round for the attackers.
Yeah, unfortunately the aggression not working out that way for Laney. But that wall, that attacker wall, the Viper wall, that one actually covered the top of the site where that crate is, right? So maybe that's the little detail that, you know, teams were missing on the executes on B in the previous game.
Yeah, maybe. And I like to think that they were just throwing it out there because it's what they were used to on old Icebox, and it just so happens to work in new. I could be capping though. Oh, Viper's being deployed early over towards A, and Laney with a judge in there. I mean, I don't know. You could be good for one, perhaps two. You know what? It's a judge. Let's just not talk about it anymore further. She can be good for a lot.
Ooh, and because of it, the attackers seem to be playing as slow. It seems like Team Unfortunate plays a lot slower on the attack than Team Yep has been so far. Cartier just watching over on A side, trying to see if anyone will peek out aggressively, but the defenders Bethany just shot her in the head and then Cartier died.
Yeah.
Yep.
You gotta be aware of that angle. It's a possibility. Anywhere that isn't covered by util, in fact, even if it is covered by util, someone could just swing right out. Hazel spots at the shoulder first, easy kill. To that trades, it's a bit of a firefight, just for a little bit of mid supremacy. But overall, the attackers, they do maintain control. But Rosa, here's the footsteps. It's spotted though. Rosa gets that kill any day of the week. Gets detected by the recon arrow, but Rosa's thirsty for it. She swings in deep, spots the cape.
30 seconds left.
Glitches in the rough spot.
Too slow.
That's a game changer though.
Ooh, now we see Glitch and Hazel moving over onto A side, recognizing that the defenders are over on B. They are running out of time though, but
10
Glitch
seconds
is
left.
able to secure the plant while Hazel holds it off angle here on Rosa. Oh, but Rosa checks it and just finishes Hazel off. Now it's all up to Glitch.
Recon arrow in 5 seconds.
Send out the drone.
Oh no, they're gonna clear her.
Oh dear.
Oh, did it? No! Oh, the timing is beautiful! Glitch goes
Oh.
undetected, but I think Rosa's around the corner regardless. Oh. They're collective.
No.
Oh.
Oh, I thought the Aldro with not spotting her might play out in her favor, but Rosa's just, you know, she had an inkling that she was sitting behind the nest there. So, you know, well done by Rosa to, you know, have that spidey sense there to check it.
Well, kind of feels like a sense, don't it? One team starting to claw away now. 4-round lead. It's pretty good. But at the same time, Hazel, Sandy, and Boba Ivy, they're really starting to put up numbers, especially Hazel. Real big turnaround compared to map 1.
Yeah, exactly. Good point to make. Yeah, she topped in the scoreboard for her team. But eco around this round,
You want
Sheriffs
to
and
play?
Armor.
Let's play.
Ooh, Hazel does pop the chamber ult though. Will she go big for her team this time?
You better.
Some attackers looking over onto A. Rosa seems to be holding aggressively, and Bethany pops an early server ult, able to take down Cartier.
Good punish by Sandy. I think we need a lot more where that came from. Damage has been dealt. No heals on their side. Sage is dead. Now all the defenders are starting to get a little bit bloodthirsty here. Pushing these angles. I mean, it is their right to an extent. Gotta get these eco frags. Once that Sage wall goes down, these attackers will be in the rough spots. Riv just holds the angle. He's killing the glitch. There's the corner. Doesn't get yet another. Spike is down. All down to Hazel. 3 bullets in the tour de force. And all the defenders actually everywhere around her. Hazel kind of knows something is afoot. Up high. It's Jet. The classic. Maybe isn't the gun you want here. Rosa doesn't clear the angle. The Goomba stop. And it's... Wait. Oh, okay. She got the kill. But Lainey had the trade. Oh, look. Another hit shot from Lainey. Holy crap.
Yeah. No, I actually thought, that looked like a double kill, didn't it? Before Lainey kind of came in and just kind of closed around there.
Well, this is rough. 11-6. And as much as I hate to say it, it seems like... Unfortunately, might be at the end of their road. They're running out of space to work with. And Hazel, I mean, she's not like a Rosa. She is top fragging, yes, but she's not getting these huge impact plays that really swings the tide, into her team's favor. Lainey, last time she played this, she got completely destroyed, but they definitely clear the angle. Lainey Webstone! Oh my god! Oh, Lainey can't land that one now, can ya?
No. Perhaps her aim was probably on cooldown. Riv holding a weird angle. Almost moves the shot, but is able to take down Cartier before Sandy swoops in and finishes Riv off as well. Rosa Goomba stomps onto side, is able to take down both Ivy and Sandy as the Viper ult comes down. Dashes up aggressively onto yellow. Spots glitch, but is
one enemy remaining.
Ooh, now onto 1v1 situation. Hazel versus Bob. Bob walls off the spike. Will she stick it? Nope, she takes it down to half, gets a clean shot onto Hazel, and just goes about her day. And that's match point already, and it's looking towards Team Yep.
Yeah, map point. Can we just not watch that round? It was like a round of whiffs for that one. There's just too many targets sometimes when there's so much pressure as well. Again, that aggressive position not working out for Lainey, and then River the follow-up only getting one when she should be punishing Team Unfortunate for not like checking their corners properly and clearing it, but didn't get much value in a one and done spot.
Also, big commendations to Rosa. Doesn't even care. Jumps right into the pit, which is, I won't lie, it's very unexpected, and she came out huge with it. Good movement as well with the U-tilt. Got the safety. No. Okay, Bob, I'm not too sure what the idea is here. That's a bit of a Sage wall wasted, dare I say?
Huge views caught from the server Aldrin there. So many attackers are spotted in. It looks like the defenders are already mostly rotated over onto A side, but will the attackers commit this time? Oh, and it looks like already they're sending Boba Ivy and Glitch out. They might be pulling out here.
If they can kill Lainey, they could be really back for an A take. Lainey spots the intel, maybe calling the B rotation. Yeah, it's happening. Okay. But at the same time, the attackers, they may be overthinking this. That is not the smoke you want. Hazel goes down. And Riv gets a second. Rosa for a third. Match point already as all down. The Glitch can't get it done. 13-6. Rosa goes massive. 2-0, ladies and gentlemen. $150. And yep, 2 weeks now. Back to back as our champions. Wait, no, sorry. Last week was unfortunate. I'm capping.
Yeah. I mean, they made the grand finals. That's the consistency there.
Yeah, that's true.
But unfortunately, bowing out to Team Yep in the grand finals. 13-8, 13-6. Yeah. It looks nice, doesn't it? It's like red, green. Looks really nice, doesn't it? Yeah.
And the craziest thing, Viper on Viper, Sage on Sage. And chamber on chamber. I mean, it's not often you see this, but
wow, yeah.
Mirror matchup things, I suppose.
Actually, it is kind of mirror matchup.
Duelist on duelist.
Yeah, as well, yeah. Rosa and Sandy, I was going to mention that as well.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Well, we always like to get a interview going here. I'm just not too sure if we can. But yeah, hey, look, overall, I think that was a pretty solid 2-0 coming out from from Team Yep there. They played very well on Icebox, and after losing map 1, I really think that Team Unfortunate, they needed to play on a different map. Playing against Yep on Icebox, it's not like a death sentence, but that was basically it, because you can just see how comfortable they were, either on defense or attack, and they just fell back on the exact same old strategies and just worked out, and part of it's, it's good play on their side, but at the same time, for the other side, unfortunate, they couldn't really adapt, and it definitely doesn't help that they didn't have their core 5 playing tonight.
Yeah, and even though we were somewhat surprised at the start, because for Team Yep, it wasn't a complete stomp on the attack like we quite expected. Looking back now at their team comp, Team Unfortunate has quite the defender-sided team. So that's probably why they were able to hold their ground in that sense. But once the half switched and it was their turn to be on the attack, they just couldn't hold up in that sense.
Yeah. Look, I don't really think I have any more to say about this series. Yep, tonight they played very well, and God, they need to change that name. It feels like I'm just agreeing to what you're saying, which I am for the most part. Don't get me wrong, but look, huge pop-off moments from a lot of these individual players tonight. Either it's Riv, locking the angles down on her magical lurks, and then Rosa just doing her own thing. Lainey,
Rosa doing Rosa things.
Yeah, I think Lainey though, she had to be the outstanding MVP tonight because he had some monstrous plays, and it was absolute wow moments, big impact moments as well. Wouldn't you agree, Connie?
Yeah, definitely. If you want highlights, definitely Lainey there. I do believe Bethany was calling, so yeah, I was pretty happy with her mid-round calls on Icebox in the previous series, and even this series it wasn't too bad as well. But yeah, few mistakes here and there, but those are really easily fixable. And thanks to all the teams, that came out and, played the cup. Hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yeah, exactly. And guys, hope you enjoyed the show as well. I'm Digital Cast, Nayday, and Connie. It's late, I want to have dinner. But Clean to Go series and Team Yep walking home with $150. Unfortunately, no interview tonight, so we don't know what exactly they'll be doing with that 150. I think last time Boba Avi said she was going to buy 2 brown sugar bubble teas, which is pretty ambitious if you ask me. But ladies and gentlemen, look, seriously, next week, Legion of Valkyries is always on every Thursday night. So girls, just sign up, play. It's a fun environment, nothing to lose and only to win, really. Experience, friends, and prize money, of course. Hope you all enjoyed the show. See you next time, probably, and good night.